Your voice is breaking up. Yeah.
The more you have to kind of, put a fair bit of money into them.
I got a fair few backs of them. I think I have every back.
Okay, so up to session 34. Hopefully people in the back can, online can hear things a bit clearer. I'll just check to see which mic they're using, so that may actually clear things up for them too. That strange thing called settings, and getting the settings right always help.
No settings.
Well, you are using the base mic, so it's sort of an area mic, so that can pick up you whispering in the kitchen. So it doesn't actually have to be sitting on the table for everyone to hear it. I just thought I'd move it back far enough so I picked up my voice as well. So yes, the right mic's on, it's all running, and hopefully with the lower music it won't tie up as much bandwidth. If not, I will shut the music off.
Oh no, well, okay, it's all clear at my end now.
May also just be a spike in the we're homeless and on the internet in the region. Okay, so we're up to session 34. Last time we had it, there was a group of people deciding to see the gnomes after their caravan had been destroyed and recovered.
Yes.
And in visiting the gnomes, you heard about there was a mirror problem in the city where some heroes had gone missing. Which is amusing that one of them was the mentor of one of the PCs from another campaign. So the player who jumps both campaigns really was inspired to go off and save these heroes because it was his other character's mentor.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
So yeah, I just thought it was amusing that it worked out that way. So
And I can go into it knowing we succeed because the other characters have already met the mentors later in the period.
Unless, of course, it's a doppelganger, but we'll get to that later. And yes, that does happen sometimes. It's like, we failed and they died. Does the other character know that? No. So, you travel to the city where they said the mirror had gone, and it turned out they had grabbed the wrong mirror. It was a magical mirror,
Yes.
correct,
But it was the wrong one.
but it wasn't the correct mirror.
Yes.
So then they had to
the real
turn around and travel back the entire length they'd come of the town, of that country, and go a little bit further back. So it was actually closer to where they started.
Yeah, it was all.
And there were people guarding the tower from outside the town. So I can see the tower, it's over there. But aren't you guarding the tower?
And of course, the other aspect was that, yes, we went all the way back. The main reason we'd gone on this quest was because we thought it was on our way to where we were actually going.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, he slowed them down a little bit. And so during this time, they did have a few interesting interactions with Drazzle and his strange wagon, which they'll explain to you when necessary.
Don't go in the way.
I've already had it explained.
And so you basically reach this tower. You're about to looking down the well, playing with the well, investigating things, and then the next thing you hear is a screeching sound, and someone screaming out in pain. So at that point, I will be introducing our new player, Peter, who will get to describe his character to you.
God, I haven't even thought about the details.
What, in tones of screaming out in pain?
That's what I was thinking.
It would be well, you can if he wants to, but that's up to him if he wants to be a character actor.
Yeah,
But yes, it is his character showing up, and you'll find out why in a moment.
Alright,
Right, so we understand panic. We speak it fluently.
And it's not like I don't throw people in the deep and go, yeah, look, here's a little rope. If we pull too hard, he might unravel.
Here's a piece of rope, both ends.
I've had that before. I've asked people to specify how they get the rope to the person. It's like, no, I toss it to them.
Is that what you said?
You pull it out of your
Right.
bag and you toss them the rope. It's like, okay, you toss
Okay.
them the rope. The coil lands on them. They look at you like you're an idiot.
Well, okay, as a GM, I wouldn't actually do that because people saying I'm about to do something fucking stupid, their character wouldn't do that.
Well, I was actually
Because
trying.
it doesn't make any sense.
I had tried to clarify with them, but they said, I know what I'm doing. I just toss them the rope.
Okay, if you've clarified it, then they've gone, I'm throwing them a rope, but not just one end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just doing it to them is a bit rude.
Well, I didn't
I've
just
seen
do it
that
to
done.
them. I sort of asked, are you sure that's what you want to do? And it's like, yeah, I'm sure. I know what I'm doing. I just toss him the rope. Of course, he said afterwards, I meant to hang on to one end of it, but...
So yes, it was definitely his mistake, not just him being a git.
Yeah. But we all played as if his character was the git who just tossed it down. So, yeah, you had some time to think about your character.
Mm.
And by describing my character, you're talking about how he looks and everything.
How he looks...
Just basically.
How he's going to appear to the other people as he's on the ground.
Well, you see a turtle laying on his back, hands and legs in the air, flailing, 6 feet.
Yep.
So
6
reasonably-
different feet. That's quite well legged.
6 feet
6 foot
tall, I guess.
Well, he was talking about laying on his back, limbs failing in the air,
Well,
and then he
yeah.
mentioned
I
6
was
foot.
momentarily confused.
But I have read a description of the turtle, and 6 legs is not
Not part of that description.
I know, that's why I thought I'd
That's
clarify.
That's
No.
Spider Clan.
Not
Yeah.
unless he's mutated.
Yes,
You never know. Maybe it could be a case.
Maybe he's from Lobster.
that would be 10.
It's a half
Well-
lobster turtle.
Depending upon how many turtles you've seen, maybe you're having trouble distinguishing his head and his tail.
Maybe he's 6 turtles. Sorry, 3 turtles.
Considering
Maybe
that
not.
portal's not
Continue
surprising.
with your description, please.
It's got basically a creamy skin-colored underbelly and a reddish black shell.
And you can also see wispy black flamey smoke coming off his body, and right behind him you see the open door to Drizzle's wagon.
So let's pull him out of that before he gets sucked into it.
You think he just came out of it?
I was going to say, he just got
Well,
expelled.
Yes, let's get him out. Let's get him away from there before he gets sucked back in.
Considering you're not actually seeing anyone come the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You've seen like 20 things go in, and this is what came out.
Okay. At first glance, what sort of gear are you carrying?
None.
No. Okay, so you're a naked turtle.
Oh yeah, I don't have any clothes.
Right.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, that makes it easy to describe your equipment.
He does have the tattoos
I'm
of the
very
turtle.
good.
He does have the tattoos of the Atruaghin turtle clan, though.
Right. Well, not entirely surprising, but that's fair enough. Right. So what you're carrying at the moment is a look of embarrassment and fear.
Potentially.
So from your
Or bewilderment.
from your character's memory, you were busily enjoying some time on the beach, fell asleep, and then you woke up in extreme pain in a faraway land on your back with these guys staring at you.
I'm gonna pop myself back into my shell.
Yep. But you do recognize title.
Do I recognize him after, what is it, 6 years or something?
That's completely up to you. He is from the turtle clans, the region you've been through.
True.
How many turtles do we know?
Not that many.
So yes, he's one of those you know.
But, it's kind of hard to tell turtles when they're in their shell.
Well, he's still got the markings all over the outside.
Oh, okay, okay.
Distinctive markings, and I think a reddish black shell is a little bit more distinctive as
Fair
well.
enough, okay.
And you do also recognise Drazzle, because Drazzle's from your region.
So, what was your character name? Because I can't read it on that tiny
Anvar.
screen over there. Ambar?
Anvar.
Anvar, okay.
And on fire. Yeah, everyone knows Drowsy.
I think Tide at this point would just kind of stare at you, then back at the portal, then back at you, then Drazzle, then portal, then you, then Drazzle, portal, you, and just try and...
Drazzle just walks up to the portal and shuts the door and puts the
I
light
was going to
back on.
say, Pedadio is actually clearly exactly saying, close that door. Make certain it's locked.
Tide would probably
Drazzle hands you the broken lock.
knock a few times on the shell and say, I'm pretty sure we know each other, but how often have you taken that method of travel?
I was on the beach. I don't even know where I am.
You're currently in, oh crap, what was it called?
Karamikos.
Karamikos, yes. So you've traveled...
3 nations across.
Yeah.
I'll slowly stick my head out.
It's raining.
How are you
It's
feeling?
just gonna bother me.
Because we've never seen anyone come back through that portal, just into it. So how are you feeling currently?
I can tell you it's
Everything
painful.
hurts.
I'm aching all over.
Do you need some kind of healing?
A massage would be nice.
Drazzle?
Drazzle comes over, gives you a hug.
How well do I know Drazzle?
He's that the crazy dragonborn that you've known since he first showed up to your tribe, and your tribe went, "What the hell is this?" And then he hugged everyone.
He does that.
And when you first met him, he was about 3 feet tall.
He's now what, 6?
He's now 8.
Oh, 8, there you go.
I'll hug him back.
And he just hugs everyone.
He gives good healing hugs, like literal healing hugs.
He will heal you as he hugs you.
Yeah, interesting.
That's what he does.
Cool.
This is a bit intimidating because he's about 7 feet tall and scaly.
He's actually made it to 8 feet now.
Why, I dread to think when he hugs his
That
enemies.
doesn't moderate what I said in any way.
So he's only 2 foot taller than me.
Yeah.
I'm only laying on my back. It's fine.
Hopefully after one of Drazzle's hugs you feel a bit better, but...
Okay, so he looks like a he's a blue dragon born with bronze coloration.
Yep.
So in this world, all the dragonborn are of 1 of 5 colors, and they can have different aspects to them. So he's the metallic blue.
Nice.
He is well armored by the looks of things, and basically has axes as the main weapons he's using. He has a strange way of talking and looking at the world, which you've been informed of.
Yeah.
And you'd probably be used to the fact that you taught him half the words he knows. Which is not hard to do, really. He just keeps reusing the word and you're like, no, it's not meant for that. But he keeps using the same word for multiple things.
Cryptic. Very cryptic.
Yep. And you could never break him of that habit.
Yep.
So you've probably known him the longest.
And he writes everything.
Yes. And so we'll now introduce Stefan and his character.
I'm playing Tidal Rift, who is a Water Genasi monk who would like to be well known for his devotion to
Proteus.
Yes, Proteus, but is more well known for his smut book written by
Drazzle.
Because
With small words.
yeah, it went world famous, and I of course naturally rolled a 1, thinking it's the best thing ever. So now I think it's the best thing ever, and I go around giving autographs, much to my dismay. But Tidal loves it.
Tidal's a celebrity.
Yep.
Tyler wants to do a sequel.
For a smut book.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Drazzle wants to do
There
a
already
sequel.
was a sequel. There's like a 3rd one in the works somewhere.
That's a good point. Yeah.
We even know what the title is for the next one. It's horrifying.
You got it written down. And then online we have Jeremy.
Greetings, yes. I'm playing Pedadia, a member of the Atruaghin clan, outcast for a period of time, and then returned as a hero and spokesman to then be spreading the understanding of the world to the clans themselves, involving him actually getting out in the world and understanding it better for himself.
So your character would know him as one of the heroes of the Elk clan. So when you get to a certain level, the clans do acknowledge you as being someone special.
Yep.
And
In my case, they acknowledge me as very old.
Oh yeah, he's ancient.
so for a human, he's past the point of what they consider the age of 30, and that's the retirement age of humans in the Atruaghin clans. If a human reaches 35, that's just unexpected.
Because they
And
don't
every
care
year beyond that
sucks.
is considered a blessing of the gods.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the fact that your character would probably be at least 100 years old.
115.
Yep.
Going off of what you based for the first
Yeah.
time we talked.
Yeah, basically the Atruaghin clans have the healthcare and lifespan of cavemen.
Much like the Ithangarians. And they're both Earth-type people, so...
Yeah,
But the,
I just find it weird in any society that has clerics that
Well-
people have an expected lifespan under about 80.
Well, they don't use their magic constantly. They don't see asking
don't
the
have
gods.
to.
They don't see asking the gods to fix every issue for you. I think. Plus, there's only a small number of clerics in any tribe, so you're lucky if you'll
Yeah.
see more than 5 for the entire tribe.
Cure disease and divination means you only have to heal about 2 or 3 people a year to increase lifespan to about 70 to 80.
I'm loving the lore. My buddy's
Right.
currently butt naked. Can we get him some clothes?
Maybe. Yeah, the thing is, if it's cultural and they go, oh look, it's the gods don't like us doing that, then that's what you end up with.
It's also a dislike of using magic to enhance themselves. So
What, not dying?
they see that as enhancing themselves.
Yeah. As I said, cultural.
Yeah.
Wacky.
Whereas the Galantrians would be, what, you can use magic to make yourself live longer? Okay. Where do we sign up? It's clerical? You sure about that?
Ah. But it doesn't have to be clerical.
I know, that's why they...
He stands there being a warlock, a celestial pact warlock. Also, bards can do it too, from memory.
Okay, so now's a good time for you to introduce your character, Paul.
I am Paul Damer. I am I'm the good-looking blue elf there on screen. I'm a warlock, but I'm also the group's backup healer and sometimes main healer, depending on whether Gretel's there or not. Because unlike most warlocks, I have a celestial pact, so I'm actually following one of the not bad gods.
Not bad.
He's not bad, and he's not a demon. He's actually one of the major name gods, but doesn't matter too much to anyone else. I zap people and heal things.
So you're basically a Goldilocks warlock.
Yes.
Because you're not bad, you're not good, you're just right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He keeps thinking
I'm
he's
a
good,
good
though.
god, but I'm very naughty because I'm a warlock. Does that work?
Except
At least
I'd
I'm
say the elves wouldn't mind you being a warlock.
Yeah. Well, as I have in my background, my trainer is one of my uncles. My family has no problem with this at all.
So you're saying that you're bad at following a good god?
No.
I'm thinking that someone's bad at following a bad god, probably better.
That would
I
actually
can
be a
give you
really
my old
amusing
vestments
background for a
because I have
character.
I'm currently wearing my clothes of
I-
mending.
Oh,
I
was
fo-
just about
I
to
follow
ask
a demon,
Russell
but I'm
if he'd give me my
incompetent.
cloak back.
Well, that works too.
What was that?
I said I was just about to ask Drazzle if he could give me my cloak back.
Which cloak is that, he says?
The one I had at the beach with me before you brought me here.
It looks not with you.
No, not that I've seen.
Probably still on the beach then.
He points at the well and says, "Sounds right."
Well,
What was the value of that?
not as much.
Oh.
I hand him my old cloak. Yeah, this should fit you. We're about the same height. You're rather broader though.
I have a massive shell. Like,
Yes.
Think new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Even so, the cloak will still work.
I'm glad.
Just be open at the front.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure,
I
we can
still
find
want to
something
hand
else.
him my old vestments and ask if there's some way we can make adjustments and try and until we can get to better civilization. Because otherwise it'll be awkward.
Girl looks at you and goes, "Why awkward?"
Because not all cultures enjoy waving their bits about Drazzle.
Well, at least you got bits to wave.
I don't even think I have bits. I don't know.
I haven't been able to check in 100 years.
You do, but okay. On an actual turtle, it's all internal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like hidden away.
And-
So
Yeah.
technically, I'm naked, yes, but I'm not showing anything.
Yeah. You're naked, but it's not embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm fine like that. It's natural.
And it's well protected.
Yeah, very well protected.
Yeah, so you look around, you're in some sort of keep area with a big castle here that looks intimidating. And there's also a lightning storm happening.
Ah.
I did say it was raining.
He did.
So you can hear...
Lightning's not the normal domain of Atruaghin, is it?
No.
No.
Lightning will require too much effort. That guy doesn't care.
Lightning normally falls into the gods of thought or air.
Yeah, okay. So,
I feel so
Sorry.
strange saying it about my
Arun
own job,
Val-
but it's true.
He did say it was...
Greetings.
I didn't hear that.
I'll look towards Draco.
He said greetings.
Why did your cart bring you here?
Drazzle looks at you and goes, Cart open, cart closed. And then he walks away. To try to, fit off the lock.
So where did you say you were?
Last you remember, you're in the Turtle Clans region.
On the beach in the Turtle Clan region, sunbaking.
You've travelled far.
Yeah, I'm still a bit disorientated. I don't know where I am.
I'm not even sure travel is
Nope.
the correct word in this case.
Nowhere near the sea, really.
I appeared
Yeah.
Yes.
through a door.
What
Did
happens?
Atruaghin call you?
I don't think it was
Well-
a Turrigan.
Well, you've obviously been dropped here for a reason. Do you need any particular gear to enable you to do your job?
No, I'm pretty good.
Mhm.
Very well.
He's very self-sufficient. He always
Yes.
Thank you, though.
Hmm.
What are we doing here? Since I'm here.
Well, last I remember, we were trying to find out why some outposts were completely and utterly decimated by what we thought were... Was it vampires? No.
Vampire, and then we turned out it was.
Yes, we suspected
That wasn't what
vampires.
we're actually doing here.
Yes.
Again, that was a side event on our way to the Mithranad Guild because you wanted to go to sea.
You didn't meet a couple of guards on your way here, did you?
Yeah.
Through the portal.
I.
You have no memory of any guards or portal.
Okay.
You didn't
Beach,
meet anybody
here.
in there, did you?
That's fine.
That's it, nothing in between.
Just checking. The amount of things I've seen go in there and just you come out, I'm still trying to understand this whole thing. It's
all magic. Wizard did it.
Nah, it's Drazzle.
Yes.
Yeah, Wizard did it.
A very avid explanation. Yes. Okay.
You see Drazzle currently beating something on the other side of his card. It seems the cart said something alight when it sent him through.
The card did what now?
Set part of the ground alight.
Okay. Are you okay there, Drazzle?
Putting out fire.
Yeah. Why? Where? How did it start?
Crash, bang, boom.
God, you need to teach him more descriptors.
I've tried.
But that wasn't what
It
we
doesn't
heard,
work.
was it?
You just basically heard the bang of something of the lock breaking and someone screaming as they fell out of the hole.
Yes.
You more heard the screaming than anything else.
That's what I was thinking, so. And how far did he end up falling out of the hole, or rather being ejected from the hole, I'm assuming? He felt he was falling, but from our perspective, he ejected, I'm assuming.
He was basically about 2 or 3 feet from the doorway.
Right.
Is this me or somebody else?
That was you who came through.
Right.
So every time someone comes through, fires start? This is very confusing.
I get the impression that, yes, that statement is true. Every time something's come through, a fire started.
I'm going to have a look around.
That's
cart
true.
To see if there's anything different going on since somebody's supposed to come through
You
it.
see the horse looking at you with its head completely twisted around on its body.
Okay, that's weird.
Yes, it is.
I would probably know this anyway.
You've never met the horse.
Never met the horse?
I
Yeah,
meant
the horse
horses,
and cart are
horses
completely
don't
new
do
to me.
this.
completely
Probably
new to
not.
you.
Cool.
It all looks completely you. Never seen it before, and the cart looks freaky.
Okay.
Has all these little dragon aspects all over it. And then underneath it, you can see that there are burn marks of what seems to be some sort of summoning circle.
You've encountered this a number of times, and you seem so shocked about me coming through the portal.
Well,
Is there anything different about these burn marks?
it
on
wasn't
the
until
card?
recently we noticed the portal symbols underneath. But we must have had at least, pulls out 2 hands, well over probably 10 people gone through that we can think of who haven't
Only
come
one
out.
direction. You're the only one who's ever come out.
Yes. So unless you're the equal of 2 guards, 5 dragons, goodness knows however many I've forgotten right now, but yeah.
Drizzle says, yes. And then goes back to what he's doing.
Okay, well, if we could talk
He is glad
morally,
they
if we're talking morally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if you're the match of all of them.
Well,
Not that I'm
unfortunately,
complaining, I'm just
I do
concerned
not
about
believe
that
we can
portal.
get you home immediately.
No. It'll take us a while. So I'm presuming you don't want to travel on your own. So unfortunately, you're pretty well stuck with us for the moment.
Well, a group would be beneficial considering I don't really know where I am.
Or speak the local language that well.
Yes.
I just feel like we're
Yeah.
dragging around
I-
a potential bomb.
I point through a hill. Atruaghin's that way.
'Cause that,
Not helpful, thank you.
that cart
No.
thing is just... Yeah.
Truthful but not helpful. I'm good at those.
And particularly not helpful when Penadir goes up to Lul and adjusts his point of aim about 20 degrees to the left.
I was pointing at where the totem people came from, not the centre of your lands. That's what you just pointed at. I know what I'm doing.
But yes, unfortunately, yeah, it will take some time to try and return you to the clan's lands, assuming that Atruaghin did not expel you for some reason.
Yes.
Do you remember doing anything bad?
Not to my knowledge.
Would you like to have done something bad?
Sure.
Okay, what bad thing did you do?
Well, I am a warlock, so... DM's choice.
Oh dear.
Okay, I've got an idea. You have no idea what you did.
Cool.
You have no memory of doing anything wrong whatsoever.
Cool.
But everyone hates you, including Atruaghin.
You just remember that the last time you spoke to your family, they said, we'll never speak to you again. But you don't know why.
Alright. I like it.
Gosh.
Tried to make babies with Drazzle. Turtle
That's-
dragons.
Wouldn't surprise me.
What? Turtle dragons.
Well, there already are turtle dragons.
I know, but mini turtle dragons.
I'm
That's what they're called,
curious-
babies.
Yeah, even them bigger than normal.
The most curious part isn't that you asked Drazzle, it's I'm more curious what Drazzle's answer is.
Probably like, oh, another book.
Well, I'm a bit concerned about the fact that apparently he asked Drazzle when Drazzle was only 3 foot tall.
Right.
Yeah, but at that point, his friends were all handing out blissful items.
Oh no, that wasn't for many years later.
Oh, that was many years later. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to put this cloak on.
Yep.
Just to make them feel, him feel slightly better.
So
That would be
your
amazing.
shell feels uncovered.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's good to see you there.
Long time.
Just confirming, what year do you believe it to be?
1005, I think it is for these characters.
Well, we're in 1005, or 1005, 6, I think, actually, because we're 6th level. So
If you're
it's
6th level,
1006.
if you're 6th level, it should be 1005. It's one. It's the year is one behind the level.
Oh, what year 1000 was year 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was level 1, wasn't it?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's why it's a little confusing in the matchup for it.
Yep, no, that's right. So he suggests that I haven't got it quickly here, but presumably Halibut tribe is in Ascension. It's,
Because when the tribe gets into Ascension, they go out and they basically at war with the rest of the tribes to gain mating stock.
Good times.
Male and
Yeah.
females go into it.
Mm.
Females more successfully than the males.
Well,
so okay, but yeah,
I'll
so
let you know that I think it's year 1005.
it's not like he's lost time like some people.
Well, I did. Just from there to here. Not
Yeah.
a year.
So you are out by about 3 months.
Well, I probably haven't figured that one out yet.
That one's not too bad. Try 3 years.
Yeah, we lost that.
Yeah, that's when you go the automatic time loop.
Yeah,
No,
it's when
we
I got
just
married
got-
when I
we
didn't
just
even know about it.
Yeah, you
we
didn't get
just got
married, you
locked
just had a
in-
child.
We just got
That
locked
I
in
know of.
Was
stasis.
it with Drowsel?
No, it was with a water nymph.
Yep, and
What
then
did you-
Drizzle wrote about it.
Yes,
her
and he
perspective.
came out of it, and the child
So he's
is
been
now
talking-
out of
He's
nappies.
been talking to the nymph. Interesting.
Which is the only way he would have known the story.
Mm.
Because they were in the time loop at the time. Okay, so, yes, looking around, the thunder is still going on quite well. And you can see the building in front of you that you're sent to investigate.
Yes, and from the description of the guards, they've seen movement in there, or lights or something, I think, from memory, had they?
They had.
But nothing's come in or out from their rigorous guarding. And they hear noises as well, do they?
They do hear noises as well, which is partly why
Until they move further away.
until they move further away. Now they hear no noises, so they feel a lot better.
Yes.
If I don't hear it, I don't have to investigate.
Can we see any movement or hear any noises over the rain and through the porthole or whatever the building has?
Okay, so I will bring up a basic map for you to see.
I'm going to take note. Are they all holding weapons? You guys got your weapons drawn, or?
I think we have them drawn because we weren't in combat at the time.
Okay, you can see that.
Yep.
So
You're basically looking to do a walk around the tower, basically inspecting that internal keep.
So this area here is the walls.
Because are we inside the walk already?
You're inside the walls. You went
I thought-
over the
yes.
ramp. You were
Yep.
playing with the well in here.
That's right.
Drazzle's cart is located over near the stables.
Oh, that's right. I almost died to the well.
Yeah, it was funny. Especially when I said that the water was down 60 feet, so they tie a 50-foot rope around him and send him down.
He's going, no, water, it's right there.
They're just like, water.
I didn't think this one through. Pull me back up.
Well, that is one of those times where you ask, are you sure? It's like, yeah, I'll do this. I said, okay.
And I was going, hey, wait a minute, I got another piece of rope. Why do you go?
I know.
People who can't count and go through with it anyway.
I know. Well, hey, it just means that
Hey,
counting's not his good point.
Hey, I'm going to jump out of the plane. You don't have a parachute. No, I counted them. I've got 0 parachutes. I'm fine.
It's okay. I'll just miss the ground. How do you do that? I'll let
I'll
you
work it
know.
out on the way down.
I'll show you how when I get there.
So it is
Yeah,
a
no.
multi-tiered building, and it is wider at the top than the bottom.
Yep. But only the very top is wider, is that right?
That is correct.
It looks
Yes.
like it's basically, yeah.
It's got crenellations.
Yep.
It crenellates.
And are there windows or arrow slits or anything like that?
There are. I will even show you a blow-up of the
Nice, really okay,
picture
isn't it?
of the keep from the distance.
AUN.
Okay, so
AUN.
none down ground or first level type stuff.
Yeah, all of them at higher levels.
Okay.
So it's actually a folly
Oh, cool.
because that's not actually
To
a...
play on.
So there we go. They call it a keep,
Like Shovar.
They call it a keep, but it's
No,
someone's
so
little
it's actually
mansion.
a name from
Yep. which is technically what it is, or what it
Yes.
was,
Tower.
depending on which time frame we're
I
talking
used to
about.
play Tower
Hmm.
ages and ages ago.
Because Jeremy knows it's not there in a year's time.
Oh,
So-
yes, that's why I
Yeah.
know it. Yeah.
Ah, is that because we blow it
I
up?
was thinking Iron She.
Well, look at
Probably
this way.
not.
If you blow it up, it's not going to affect the story.
Shofar.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
the last name is Shadow Song.
So Benedict will do a circuit of the tower. See if you can hear anything going on inside or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then presumably discover that there are no back doors or anything.
There is only one set of doors in the front.
And so, yeah. I guess we can potentially go through the front door or over from the top potentially if people wish to try and get up there. But I figure that it's not really any different going through the front door at this stage.
And I'm not the best climber.
Climb. I know the definition of the word.
The last time I did really well at climbing, I gained a fear of curtains, so...
Yes.
I remember that. It was funny.
Mm.
So, yes. Anundvad. I would encourage you to wait outside near the cart, but that would be foolish.
You see Drazzle keep trying to shut the back gate on the cart and it keeps popping open.
Basil,
What's the
do you
lock
not
like
have
on the
control
back
of your
car?
own wagon?
Not my wagon.
Oh, whose is the wagon?
He stops and thinks for a bit and says, "They'll tell me eventually."
They?
The dragons who gave it to him, right? Is that right, Basil?
Dragons gave, yes.
Well, that's good. At least it was a dragon.
So you're welcome to stay with us at the present time, or as I say, if you walk out the gate there are some townsfolk that
That will probably
are not
scream.
violently hostile.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a euphemistic way to put it.
Well,
No,
and
hang
so,
on, else.
come to think of it, I wouldn't recommend walking out that gate at the present time because the reason that we're here is that they were concerned about a monster running loose that came out of a mirror or something from this tower. Potentially, whilst yes, you are obviously a standard member of the Atruaghin clan, the locals here may not recognise you.
Yeah, they're pretty superstitious.
They may think you're something worse.
Yeah, the only thing they know about the Atruaghin is the Atruaghin are violent barbarians.
Everyone's afraid of the Atruaghin.
I
Yes.
think I'll tag along with you guys.
Yeah.
So, but yes, so our intent is to. We've been asked by a father-in-law or type person, I think, from memory, relative, of the owner of this keep to investigate exactly what happened to them, because apparently the mirror did not only release a monster, but also
A family member.
Took away some people.
so
Right, so I did with the cut.
I guess somewhat
Pretty much.
like,
Yes.
somewhat like Dragon's
Scary
car.
comparison, but yes.
Somewhat like.
And look, you had an easy example on hand.
It was
Yeah.
quite a simple comparison, really.
It is.
What, he's carted back at you? How could that happen?
Doesn't mean we like it any less.
His cart
yeah.
farted, and suddenly we had a monster.
With the back of the card, what's the lock? Is it like meant to be a padlock? Is it meant to be?
Well, it doesn't
sliding?
actually have a lock, but they keep trying to put one on there. So the lock doesn't actually come with the cart, so every time they put a lock on there, it's broken.
Right.
Yes.
And it doesn't have like, the old
No.
old style gates where they put the.
No, it just looks like a normal door you have on the back of a cart, except the fact is the door looks too big for the size of cart.
Right.
And when you look on the other side of the wall, which you can see from walking around the cart, because it's like one of those little two-wheeled carts that has a cover over the top, but not actually enclosed. If you look over from the other side, it's just a seating.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
And
Where is it?
And when you look at it, it's just this black hole when you open the door. So, not freaky at
I
all.
wouldn't recommend looking at it or getting that close enough to look.
Yeah, most people don't want to get that close.
Yeah, no thanks.
I've already come through it.
Yes, and getting back to it is... yeah.
Well, I don't remember any of it, so.
You're still in pain from it.
Yeah, but he still doesn't remember.
And what
But
effect
yeah,
is this pain?
depends how it...
Or is it just pain?
It's just pain.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys, I
according to
don't know.
what little we know,
He gives you another hug.
if you look back through, if you look at
You'll
it,
get addicted
it will
to
take
it.
you back
Sorry?
You'll get addicted to this soon.
for a given definition of back.
Yes. Back-ish.
Where's the total? Hugging Drazzer.
But yes, so if Adam wants to stay with us, then Peter will go forward to the door and see if you can hear anything on the other side and see if it's open or unlocked or whatever at the moment.
Okay, so the door is actually unlocked. The soldiers weren't willing to stay around long enough to actually lock it.
That's what I thought.
They required bravery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not heroes. They don't have a need to be
So
brave.
I say,
Yes.
if I can hear nothing on the other side, I will push the door open and
Pay extra for that, you know what
have a look in.
Okay, so you push open the door. Inside you see the antechamber. This chamber has doors east, west, and north and south. Apparently doors on every wall would have been easier to say. The double doors south leading outside are ajar, which is the reason why it wasn't locked. So apparently I was correct. The doors east and west are closed. The door north towards the stairwell is torn off its hinges and lying in the doorway, so you can tell it's a stairwell behind it. On the floor in the center of the room is a large triangular piece of mirror glass.
No excitement.
But apparently nothing moving or in the room.
Nothing moving in the room but shadows everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Considering you've got no strong light source.
No, that's right. So
And the fact I'm looking at something called Shadow Beast has absolutely nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Pick up a rock and do continual light on it. Now we've got a strong light source.
Okay, you do that. You see the rock glowing.
Yes.
But you don't see it lighting anything up.
Brilliant. All right. Well, let's establish something about the location. It's wacky.
I will wander behind them and have a look in. I can see 120 feet in the dark.
Okay, so looking at it, this is the first time you've actually seen lots of shadows everywhere. Normally you can see in darkness.
That's interesting.
That's
Yes.
freaky to you.
Mm.
Which means it's not natural. You see shadows everywhere that you can't actually see through.
Bad juju. This tower's got bad juju.
It's worse than being underwater.
I am going to summon my blade.
Yep. There's a crackling noise as a blade appears in the turtle's hand.
Ah,
Describe
that
your
explains
blade.
to me some of your training.
It's a shadowy longsword with wisps of shadows floating off of it.
It's pretty cool.
So as he pulls out the shadowy blade, it gets darker around him.
As he absorbs light.
He becomes hard to see.
So, well,
Apparently, he seems to be, and as you've got the blade out, you can see normally now.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what's going on in there normally.
The shadows aren't affecting you anymore.
So what do I
You've,
do? I
because
see-
you've stepped partially into their realm by pulling your sword out.
Sweet. Alright. Well,
So, not creepy at all.
no, not at all. I'm going to explain to them that I can now see past these shadows and there's nothing there. So this, whatever's here, has to do with the shadow realm.
Okay, so this tower is infested by the Shadow Realm?
Or infused.
Infused, rather.
Infested, infused.
Same thing.
Same meaning, really, yeah.
Especially when you talk to Drazzle.
Yes, well, he's a man of very little words.
Few words.
You can hear him still trying to shut the gate on his wagon at the moment because it keeps popping open.
He's also a man of very little subtlety.
Yes.
Then you start hearing banging as he's trying to hammer it shut.
See?
Shall we take a step in, or are we just going to stand out here gawking at
if you're able to see clearly, potentially you wish to lead.
Sure.
So you have the open doors in front of you leading towards a stairwell that are ripped off their hinges. You have the rooms either side of you that are currently closed. I'm sure nothing bad would be in those rooms.
Yeah, not at all. I suppose I'll go up to the first room. They're the same distance apart, aren't they?
They are roughly the same distance apart.
Headed here will be aiming to do a circle of the room, particularly pausing at the broken doors on the other side to see if there's anything visible through into the stairwell.
Okay. So it is very dark in there. You have trouble seeing. But it's basically everything here is in a dim lighting condition, except for you.
Well, he's in dim light, except he can see properly.
Yeah, everyone sees you as if you're in dim light.
I'm going to listen at the door that I'm standing at to try and ascertain if there's anything in there or going on.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
What's perception use again?
Perception uses wisdom.
Yep, so not good. 6.
6. Okay, so listening to the door, you realise you've just stuck your ear against the wall beside the door.
Cool.
And that would explain why you didn't hear anything.
Apparently I'm still disorientated.
You're listening to a door over there by listening to this one. Yeah.
Portals will do that to you.
Let's try that again. That's better, 16.
Okay, you finally find the door. Yes, it is a door. And listening to it, you start hearing whispers. You start hearing your name being whispered over and over again. Very much so, like you were learning when you were using your magic. And you heard a call from an otherworldly entity.
Do I recognize that? Like,
It's not the same person that was talking to
It's
you
not the same one?
that taught you, but this is another one. And it seems to be, closer. The other one, always sounded far away. This one sounds very close. Almost like it's whispering in your ear.
I'll swivel my head around.
Nothing in this room that you can see, but you keep hearing it whispering your name.
You seen something?
No one else is talking. No one else seems
Not
to be noticing.
See anything? I will let you guys know what I'm hearing and what's going on. There are voices from behind that door, but it sounds to you in my ear.
Is it people talking?
It
or
also knows my name.
it knows your name.
Yeah, it keeps whispering my name.
Okay. Any of you guys hearing anything?
No.
Okay.
I suspect not. It's quite good perception.
What did you get?
16.
No, you don't hear anything at all either.
But I didn't hear or see anything through the open door. To
Looking
the
through the
stairwell.
open door, room number 7. Just musing, looking at the numbering scheme and seeing how you go from room 1, 2, and 3 straight into room number 7.
Yes.
Obviously.
Right, that makes a lot of sense there. Okay. So, looking into that room, you see the stairwell runs up the center of the tower from floor to floor. The stairwell is very broad, it allows a good flow of traffic. And at each floor, the right-hand stair, as you face north, goes up, and the left-hand stair goes down. On the bottom floor, there is no left-hand stair, just an open space. And that's basically just saying that there is basically...
Oh, open space as in floor space,
floor
not
space.
a pit. Right.
I took it as a whole.
Yeah, well, that's not
Right.
I almost considered putting a hole in there just for that sake. Where does that hole go?
Where
Nowhere.
is this adventure? Trazzle?
Okay, so we have 2 rooms here, stairs going up, a room that's talking to me.
And in that room, Jeremy, there are 2 sets of doors, each going east and west. So not only is there stairs up, there are doors.
Okay. So presently, the layout of this this floor almost seems to be like a 3x3 grid. Is that what you're implying? Like the idea we had a
I won't play,
rectangular
I'll just
square in
show.
the middle. Yeah. Okay. Not. Yeah. But okay. So they're not actually the same size, but yes. So,
Let's see if I can go. Doesn't really matter if you know what the numbers are.
yeah.
Doesn't mean anything to you at this stage.
Oh,
No,
that's a lot better. Okay, yeah.
So,
Where the hell are we?
Just means
You were
okay. So
in
we're
room
we're in room
number
number
1.
1. Yeah.
And Jeremy's looking in room number 7.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
Jeremy went in room
Alright.
7.
Or at
we
least
go through to that.
looking into room number 7.
That's why I
Yeah.
said he looked into room number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
We
strange
look-
with the description, no description of the doors whatsoever.
And number 2 is calling you?
And number 2 was where you're listening at the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go listen to the number 3 door.
Okay, give me a
I
perception.
look around. There's funny shapes
See
on the
what's
floor.
going on there. 13.
Okay, you continue to hear it whispering your name. Same voice from the other room.
And we have the same thing.
Okay.
So the question is, do we go towards the stairs or check out these rooms first?
Well, I would suspect it is worth checking out the rooms if there's something in there that might get behind us.
Yes.
So,
I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Well, they're both talking to you, so you pick which one you want to talk to first, and we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes.
I'm at 3.
Yes.
Let's go with 3.
Okay.
I
Right.
will...
Open the door, and behind it is 4 orcs playing cards.
I'm not opening the door just yet. I will check the door
It is a door.
to see if it's locked or anything like
Doesn't
that.
appear to be locked.
Doesn't appear to be locked. Alright.
Doesn't mean it's not trapped, but hey,
No.
it doesn't appear to be
Well,
locked.
I can't really help that. I'll check to see.
I was going to say, Pettidier, watching him in the dim light, does he appear to know what he's looking for when he's looking at the door?
Yes, he seems to have found a door, and he does seem to know how to use a door handle, so he's a little more advanced than most Atruaghin clan members.
But okay, but
They don't have buildings.
He's not necessarily looking for traps or mechanisms on the door other than the door handle itself.
Pretty much. He's just looking at the door handle and saying, yes, it's unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
I was going to say I'll try and look around to see if I can see anything, but
Sure.
I don't know if I really know what I'm looking for, but 13 again.
13. Looking around, you see little squiggles in the shadows that look like your name written in various parts on the door as you look closely. But it's not there when you stare really close.
So it's in my peripheral vision, basically. That's even creepier. You look like a rogue. You want to try and check this door?
So do you ask the elf, the monk, or the ranger?
Which one it is? Well, I don't know. Any one of you? You all look the same to me.
Though I think
Benedict
technically,
is going to actually, having determined that nothing's immediately coming out of doors at us,
yep.
Benedict is looking at this, the only object apparently in the room, the mirror on the floor.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about there?
It looks like a broken piece of mirror is on the floor.
Yeah. Check the design.
I'm sure there's no bad luck there whatsoever.
No, I'm sure it's fine. And it's just like, so it's lying face up on the floor?
Yep, face up on the floor.
And when I examine it, I can see my own reflection in there quite normally, well, except in the dim light.
Give me a will saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Where's he gone?
So we lose Jeremy for another year or whatever it is.
Only a year.
16.
12.
16. Okay. Looking into the mirror, you see a momentary view of a red eye before you see your own reflection.
So someone's holding a mirror up.
That didn't look like Regulian.
He doesn't normally have red eyes.
God.
No.
Unless you piss him off.
Well, that why happen.
Benedict's going to be off to the side of the mirror, carefully pick it up and place it down, face down.
Okay. You carefully put it down, face down, and give me a perception roll, everyone.
Oh, God.
Go. Oh my god.
16.
18 for Perdidia.
What?
Or do we, like in the light, are we getting a normal perception roll?
Normal perception roll.
Okay.
Because you're all paying attention to what you're doing. What did Luell get?
Not huge. 14.
Okay. So, Prayer Dear, you do notice that as you turn away, the mirror just flips over to the other side.
I will point out that that's not how I left it half a moment ago.
You actually see it flip over.
I'll attempt to turn it back over again.
Okay. Perception roll for everyone again.
11.
21 this time.
Oh, that's better. 15.
13.
Okay, so I say at this stage, two of you notice it flip over, but Jeremy, you actually see it looks as if someone stuck a finger out and flipped over the mirror by pushing down on the ground.
As in, like, something inside the mirror pushed it up by pushing on the outside, the floor on the outside. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Not creepy at all.
Yeah.
I will point out
what's going on behind me, and
that yes,
ask them what they're doing.
They're playing with a piece of mirror on the ground. He is ting, 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 ting.
Yes, but they're only making half the tink noises.
so,
What happens if you flip it over and step on it?
well, I was planning on doing a slightly different variation of that. Flipping over and then hitting with my tomahawk.
Okay, so you flip it over and hit it.
Yep.
Give me an attack roll.
So, I like the basically the blunt side of the stone. So,
Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I probably should hit a mirror sitting on the floor that might be about to move, but otherwise
Okay, so
shouldn't dodge too much.
you hit it and it just shatters into tiny little pieces everywhere, and a puff of black smoke rises from where you struck it.
Okay. I'm going to have a look around at the all the shattered pieces.
Nothing's bigger than a grain of sand, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You did an amazing strike.
Yeah.
Well, that ends that mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
Breaking a mirror is bad luck. Imagine a shadowy mirror.
A shadowy mirror that's been shattered completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's coming out of that mirror anymore.
Well,
Because I was going to say, I'll look at the pictures and find out whether or not they're facing up or down.
Well, it could.
But apparently...
Might still get fleas out of it.
Nothing looks big enough to actually be considered up or down.
No, well, that's right. So, yes. That mirror, hopefully we've got the one we were looking for, but...
Well, if it was, it'd be a quick adventure.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was it. Really don't.
But, yes. I'll take a listen at the door, having potentially attracted attention. Shattering of an hour.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
You heard nothing except your voices on the other side? I'm saying this to as I'm holding my ear up to the door, and obviously not actually paying attention to what I'm trying to listen to, because I rolled an extra 1, so I got 9.
Oh.
yeah, that'll do it.
I'm paying more attention to what Owen Barr actually responds to my question about what he heard on the other side.
So he basically see him go, he listens and goes, yeah, there's nothing there. Don't know what you're talking about, sort of look.
I'll listen again and see if anything's changed since that mirror's been shattered.
And while he's listening, I'll take a look at the door and...
So while you're listening at the door, you hear something use your full name.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever you just did has made them use my full name now.
Oh, someone's in trouble.
It does have the stern schoolmistress sort of tone to it.
Yeah, cool.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm back in school.
So you're saying that potentially we made the beast angry, disappointed, concerned?
Disappointed. Like chastising a little kid.
So we just gave our colleagues attention?
If I have to go through another portal, I'm not going to be happy.
Right, that's why I wanted to smash the mirror. There's one less thing to go through or come from. I will open the door, having not heard anything on the other side and not spotted anything while he was looking, he was listening.
Okay, so this chamber looks as if it had this. As you open the door and look in the shadowy room, you see 2 long tables with benches behind them against the walls, and 1 large fireplace on the far wall. On the mantel above the fireplace is a large piece of mirror glass, very much like what you just broke.
Does it appear to be of the same mirror?
It does.
Okay.
Kind of feel like we needed to put the mirror together.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused now.
Well, that's going to be challenging at this stage, but... So, how big a mirror would it be if they were the same piece?
Or the same mirror, if there's multiple mirrors.
It would probably be a 6 foot tall mirror if they all belong to the same piece. Right. But the shard you destroyed earlier was less than a hand's width.
Okay.
I will look in there and see if I can see anything different since the shadows aren't...
Go look in the mirror?
No, not the mirror. the room.
Okay.
I'll leave the mirror for now.
Looking around the room, doesn't seem to be much here except for a bunch of drinking cups with nothing in them.
Turn the cup upside down.
Mm-hmm. Cup's upside down.
Yeah, like it's not like they've just been used or anything like that.
They haven't been used for a while, apparently.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just don't remember from the description of the events of the night in question, it wasn't like there was, like, yeah, where the tower should have been somewhat packed up. No, not really. Because they all left in a hurry, didn't they?
They did.
Yep.
I will have a look at the mirror then.
Okay, give me a will save. Wisdom save.
21.
21.
Nice.
Okay, so you see a bit of recognition looking into the mirror, but you don't know where from. You basically see a familiar eye looking at you, and then it's gone, and you see yourself.
Wow, that's oddly.
It's familiar to him.
Yep. Familiar to him.
I'm going to talk to the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. Show me who you are.
Let's see. Okay, you see yourself. Not your reflection, but yourself.
This tower's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're still seeing yourself not reflected, that's still weird.
And you seem to be aging rapidly.
Oh,
I'm going to look at myself to make sure I'm not aging
you
rapidly.
should.
Well, you're not
You should
reflected
stop
in the
doing it.
mirror at the moment, but you see yourself just standing there, aging until you just turn to dust where you're still standing, and then your skeleton just crumples.
That's hard.
How reassuring.
That mean. What's in the fireplace?
In the fireplace, you look in there. There are some burnt logs. Look like it hasn't been cleaned since it was last lit.
Take the mirror and pile it under the logs in the.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I think of you, mirror.
You pile it under the logs?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a perception. For anyone in the room, you get to make a perception roll.
I was going to say, I'm looking around actually for evidence of dust or things like that in the room, and also around the mirror, but obviously might be disturbed now because
18.
I got 2 steps better this time. 17.
18's better deal as well.
And what did Llewell get?
17.
Okay, so 3 of you, everyone except for Tidal,
Yeah.
notice that the pile of logs that your turtle friend just put on the mirror seems to be disappearing.
Disappearing as in falling into it or cutting to bits or
Going into the
turning
mirror.
powder? Going into the mirror.
Where the
I
logs-
will call that out. They're falling into the mirror.
I'm going to carve a cup and put it on the logs. See what happens.
The cup goes into the mirror too.
Okay. I'm not playing with that mirror anymore.
But what if the mirror is like the portal where if you keep shoving stuff in it, something eventually comes out?
Do you want to go into it and find out?
No! I was thinking we just take all the household objects we can find and just shove
So
it in the mirror.
you do have a bit of you do hear a bit of a grinding
No.
sound when things are too big for the portal.
Put a chair in the mirror. Oh, it doesn't like that one.
Oh no, they still go through.
Yeah.
I didn't say they go through nicely.
Right.
So the table.
Yeah, it goes through in bits.
It just it gets caught and then it just grinds as it pulls through anyway.
Alright. This mirror's just going to eat everything.
Funny.
Do we break this piece
The mirror didn't look. It was looking at a place on the near the chimney, wasn't it?
Yep,
It wasn't
looking
one that
to-
was sitting there.
It was pointed towards the doorway.
And looking at the mantelpiece where the chest, the mirror was.
Yep.
Is there any evidence of dust or movement or things like that in and around? And like trying to work out whether or not the mirror was placed before everyone left or after everyone left, or
Give me a perception roll as you investigate roll as you examine the area.
I think that'll be about 20. My investigation. That's 17.
Okay, looking around, the mirror was placed after everyone else had evacuated. By clawed hands.
Well, okay.
So I will point out the fact that, yes, the mirror has apparently been placed by the creature after people escaped or were drawn in.
Do those clawed hands seem familiar to you at all?
Well, not mine.
Well, I'm only seeing like the crack or scratch mark or things like that. So
Yeah.
So I don't recognise what creature might have made what creature the claws belong to. So I'm assuming anyway.
No, it's not familiar.
I was just going with you saw something, a finger pick out the
And
It
so
was
while I'm
it was
looking at
similar.
that-
You do think that the finger you saw that flipped over the mirror would also suit the hand that placed the mirror.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did see. Yeah, sorry, I saw the hand pushing it out, didn't I? So,
Yep,
um,
they do match up.
okay. Yes, it would appear. I would not be surprised if it belonged to the whatever it is in the mirror. Now, looking at the mirror after, like I say, those guys were playing with it a bit, putting some wood or chairs or something on top of the mirror
Yep.
while I was looking at the mantelpiece. The mirror is now clear again.
Yeah, there's now nothing on top of the mirror. Though there is a lot of splinter around it from all the wood that got broken on the way through.
I'm not thinking that we want these mirrors around.
So,
Do you want to throw the mirror through Drazzle's wagon?
Well, no, I was just going to
sounds
smash
like
it.
an amazing idea.
I was just going to smash it again.
Why not throw it through
Actually-
Drazzle's wagon and see what happens?
Actually, it might be worthwhile contacting our patron and asking him if they're actually part of his ship. And does he want them back?
This is not the same mirror as the shield.
No. But anything that's sort of weird-ass major magic like that's probably worthwhile asking him about.
Well,
Even if it's not an artifact.
I mean, we can summon him if you like.
Well, if you'd like to make a history or an arcana or a religion roll, you can, relating to what you've seen so far.
Religion.
26
Wow.
On
history.
okay, so
Because that's, sorry, in my case, both history and arcana, because I use history for arcana.
okay,
For my purposes, anyway.
okay. So historically, you have heard of demons who can travel through mirrors.
Right. So the mirror itself is probably not actually particularly magical in itself. It's just the smart-ass demon on the other side of it.
I would not think there was that much of the mirror, considering the effect that I was able to have on the first mirror we saw.
Yeah, true. If you could smash it, I wouldn't call it a magic object. So yes.
21 on religion, I'm assuming a similar idea about the fact that, yes, mirrors can be a portal for creatures otherwise.
It's one of the reasons why the Atruaghin have stopped using mirrors.
Yeah.
Can I try to have a look at those claw marks that he was talking about? Because being a warlock and everything, I might have some sort of insight to them.
And what did you get, Stefan?
I got a 21 on religion.
Okay, you have heard of nasty beasts that can use existing mirrors that are within proximity of their portal.
And what's Proteus's take on these mirrors?
Proteus's take on these mirrors are...
His normal take, which is I don't give a crap unless there's water involved.
Well, he doesn't like the fact that someone has pretty much solidified a liquid substance.
So smashy?
Well, make it flow again as far as he's concerned.
Well,
How do I do
my
that?
point is, it is obviously, for whatever, it's obviously not one of the normal belongings of the house.
So change is good for as far as he's concerned.
Yes, okay.
So it could be one of the mirrors of the house
but
that has been repurposed.
That's right. The point is, it's not actually. It certainly was not that shard of mirror was not placed on the mantelpiece deliberately by the owners.
No, it didn't look like it belonged in that room at all.
No.
So, does that mean that we can assume that one of these mirrors has this possession thing inside it, and it can jump between these other mirrors?
You can probably go through any mirror within range of the primary.
No.
Yeah.
Well.
So we have to find the primary. Okay.
Pettidier is, again, he's
Okay,
going to flip the mirror over and hit it with the back of his tomahawk.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Still saying you should throw it through the portal.
I think it would be a good experiment, though.
Well, we don't know how.
I'm wasting all my good attacks on something that shouldn't move too much. That was a 19 with, so that means we're looking at 22.
Well,
Okay, you manage to hit it, and it just cracks into small little pieces,
the next one we find...
about a quarter the size.
Okay.
And you see them, each of them starts to try to flip over on their own.
I will go along and...
Yeah, I got an 18 to look at those claw marks.
Yep. They look rather nasty.
Cool.
Whatever it is at least your size.
Sweet.
What, were you 8 feet? No,
6.
6.
That's travel. That's 8 feet.
That's right. Yeah.
So I will aim to not necessarily go to make them down the same size as the first one, but
You just keep hitting them.
significantly small.
So the big thing was, if as long as you didn't roll less than a 5, you didn't have it flip over on you and swing your hammer into the actual mirror itself.
Right.
So,
That's why you're having to make a roll. Like
Okay,
natural
so-
1, there goes the hammer.
but you know how amazing that would be if there are multiple mirrors in the room? It's like, I'm going to break this mirror. Just hit someone else in the back of the head and across the other side of the room. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's what you can do with mirrors.
Thanks for giving me
Alright,
that.
okay.
It was already in there.
Yeah, no.
I guess it was. That's why I said.
Yeah.
The 4 pieces were successfully hit.
Yep, you've crushed them all. Well, once you'd rendered them smaller than the hammer, it was moot.
Yes.
So when you just said the original one broke into about 4 pieces, so
Yeah.
I thought, well,
You're up
each of
to-
those
Where
pieces
do
once
these
could be
mirrors
okay.
made from?
Yes. If
What
you
was
want
it?
if you want
Is it
if you want them to
glass or is
actually
it like
flow, I could melt.
They are glass.
Okay.
Smooth
Yes.
glass.
Yes. I could melt them and make them all
To have
liquid.
a look inside the fireplace now that it's kind of more empty and up.
Okay, you look up the fireplace. Give me a perception roll.
Same roll again, 15.
You see a pair of red eyes staring down at you.
Is there a mirror
Pull
up
my
the
hand
chimney?
out of there. Yeah, there's something up there.
What size is it?
He didn't stay long enough, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Don't
how
know,
big's
but
the
red
chimney?
eyes looking at me from the top of the chimney.
Do we leave it or poke it?
I don't know if
Okay.
I can reach it.
Oh, okay.
Well, the chimney goes up quite a few levels.
Mm,
Because this level opens up, and the next level opens up, and the
right,
next
so
level
that's a
opens.
connecting chimney that...
Yes,
okay.
but-
It's
but
probably
how-
on the top
how high
level,
up-
looking at us.
how-
Yeah.
How high up were the eyes though?
Well, it depends on the size of the creature. If it's a
If it's
small,
small
if
enough-
it's a
if it's
small
small enough-
creature, it was within 20 feet.
Yes. But,
Yes,
but how
that's what I'm
wide
saying.
is the chimney internally?
Not
Goes all
wide
the way
enough for a large creature to crawl up, or a medium-sized creature, but a small creature could.
Fine.
Yeah.
I will stick my
Yeah.
head back in there and take
That's
a
what I'm
look.
saying. It can't be very big,
Have
which
no
means it's
perception.
not going to be very far away, which means it might be in poking range. It's definitely going to be in zapping range for a
There are no
while.
eyes.
Sweet. Since I can see in the dark, how far can I see up there?
You can see up about 30 feet.
Because there's something blocking it.
Yeah.
Like, does it
Something
look
with
natural
eyes?
that's blocking it, or
As you study it, the thing blocking opens its eyes.
Hmm.
It stares at you.
okay?
It seems to be made out of darkness.
Yep. I'm going to just duck my head back out and explain all of that to them.
So there's a shadowy blob with eyes in the chimney.
Yeah, about 30 feet up.
So that's
Brilliant.
roughly how many floors? 2? No.
Oh, offer a beer.
Somewhere between 1 and 2.
Okay.
And it's in the chimney.
Hmm. Well, I guess we'll have to make sure we check the chimney on the 2nd floor.
Well.
Give it a good stab before we check it.
I'm sure the chimney won't mind.
I'm sure the chimney won't mind. Neither will the logs when they scream.
Well, the logs down here have gone.
These ones are.
Should have thrown a mirror at it.
Yeah. Or just show it the mirror so it stares at itself and goes, "Ah!"
Might be like the Gorgon.
Yeah.
Does itself to stone if it sees itself.
Well, I don't think there was anything else in this room.
There are all these little mirror shards everywhere.
Yeah, like sand.
Well crushed.
So,
I'm gonna wander out the room to door 2.
Okay, you reach door 2.
yeah, apparently you're going to be looking at door 2.
So you reach it just as Parody is about to start listening at it again and apparently interrupting.
I'll let him listen.
Yeah. Because I wasn't interrupted, or at least I had a chance to listen first. 26 this time.
Okay, you believe there's nothing in the room.
Okay. Is the door locked?
It is not locked.
Okay. I will open the door and...
And there are amusingly no traps either as you open the door.
Yep.
The walls of this chamber are draped with tapestries. Titles Bane. The floor is covered with a blue rug woven with the imagery of phoenixes. The furniture consists of 2 comfortable sofas and a table. On the table, propped up against the north wall, is a large squarish piece of mirror glass. That looks familiar.
We're so throwing this one through the portal. If Drizzle's still there.
Drizzle's still at his cart trying to keep the door shut.
Yeah.
I got a 18 to resist the hatred of curtains.
Penadier is aiming to go to the mirror and basically put it in a corner where he can smash it from the back again.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Get the curtains while you're at it.
What?
No.
I'm sure the owners won't mind.
I rolled a 5, so therefore I got 8.
Okay, so you hit the mirror just as it's turning over and it bounces off to the side. And you see a little red eye glaring at you.
I'm gonna go try and grab the mirror before he tries to hit it again.
Yep, you've picked up the mirror. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Not like that will let a mirror.
To avoid getting sucked in.
18.
18. Again, you see the red eye glaring at you before you see your own reflection in it.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna face it away from me and then walk it outside.
Okay. You walk up past Tidal. Tidal, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I should have faced it down.
Red eye glares at you.
Well, that's a natural 1.
Would you like to use one of the 2 rerolls?
I'm tempted, but I also want to know what happens. So I'm very conflicted.
You want to know what happens?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. You got to think also that it's potentially worth using it simply because of the potential reaction from Penadier and Lowell when this person that we barely know has picked up the mirror of evil and held it to you.
Fine.
Right.
You and your logic.
I'm just saying, it's there could be other counteractions than
That's a 21.
you might be looking
That's a
for.
21. You feel yourself slightly drawn into the mirror as you manage to just pull away. And Jeremy, what are you doing as the mirror is currently being taken out of the room?
Okay, I'm going to be following along behind. Okay, where are you taking it? It could just be destroyed.
I'm feeling somewhat upset right now because of this mirror, so I'm going to go attack some curtains.
Okay, you attack the curtains.
This is good.
Give me an attack roll because you might lose.
Title.
It's happened in the past.
It has happened in the past. I almost fell out of a window.
You did.
There's a thing about curtains.
But this way rolls another natural 1 and the curtains win.
That would be fun.
Yes.
Which is what happened.
It
That
would
would be
build
a-
up the hatred of curtains.
I managed
That would be
to
amazing.
get a 20 non-natural.
Okay, so you start beating up well on those curtains. They're putting up such a fight with the solid wall behind it, but you're really laying into them. Everyone hears the pounding of fists on stone as you leave.
Well,
Cushion back
muffled fish on stone, it's muffled by the curtains.
Pretty much.
Yes, well, this is the thing. He's beating up curtains, but he's doing it with his fists rather than something with an edge or a point.
That is true.
This is how
I-
monks
it's-
do spring cleaning on curtains. Come on, let's be honest here.
Yes.
Now that I have it
Yep.
pointing down, not facing anybody,
Yep.
I'm going to talk it outside and, hey, Chazwell, let the door open, please.
Well, you can see he's currently got his horse sitting up against the door.
Chazwell, can you move the horse, please?
I would not recommend putting the mirror into that space.
Why?
No.
We don't know what that space is.
Most arcane people know portal on portal is bad.
Yes.
Portal on portal go boom.
From Paradig's perspective, it's a case of
Yes,
don't
the
put it in
arcane
this
science
space
is
because we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's bad enough we don't know what the mirror is. I'd rather not have two things I don't know about go together.
Oh, fine.
Just imagine the airtime you can get on the carriage.
Well, depending on the level of the item, the boom has a radius.
Cool. Well, while they're yelling at me,
Just
from
hold
there,
it down on top. Just hold it down on the ground there, and I'll smash it.
and hit me
Or
at the same
get the
time.
horse to step on it.
So you
Again, I
hold it
wouldn't
down face
recommend
down.
that either.
Yeah, slide it off to the side, sort of thing.
Okay, so apparently he trusts you enough to stand slightly to the side,
Total of 14.
and it shatters.
Hmm.
Then he continues bashing up the last little bits.
To make them all small and go away.
Back into that other room while he's backing up a little bit, and have a look around.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
You do. You see Tidal currently bashing the dust off the curtains.
Yep.
Quite successfully. He's going around making sure every curtain has been pummeled.
Sweet.
Bet.
Do they look nice and clean now? They're not so dusty?
Not really.
Well, except for all the dust in the air.
The room is a lot dustier than it was.
Because normally people do spring cleaning, they'll take the curtains outside to dust.
Nobody light a match.
Alright. 17 that time.
Okay, though looking around, you sort of see a vague shape in the fog and out of the corner of your eyes, just eyes looking at you in the fog of the dust.
And when I look at it, I can't see it
There's
anymore.
nothing there.
Turn back to peripheral.
Seems to be at a different spot of the room.
Hmm.
Right. We have a shadow being in here.
And he keeps saying your name. With that stern schoolmistress type.
What do you want from me?
He just keeps saying your name with that, really stern, as if you've done something wrong.
I'm gonna look at my sword. Are you trying to talk to me?
Could be, you don't know.
That's why I'm asking my sword. Are you trying to talk to me?
Your sword hasn't talked back to you yet, but if you give it time.
Alright. Cool. Suppose I don't see anything else in the room.
You don't see anything else in the room. Though you could stab the mirrors with your sword. Shadow on shadow, what could go wrong?
A lot of things, probably. The same with portal on portal, but hey.
Okay, so yes, you've examined rooms 1, 2, and 3.
Sweet.
Though in the order of 1, 3, and 2.
Hmm.
After
And
looking at 7. So it's technically 1, 7, 3, and 2.
Suppose we're going to 7 then.
Yeah, we're going to 7.
You see the stairwell and the bit that looks like a hole that isn't.
Yep. And
You even
a
has
couple of-
granulations making it look like a hole.
and a door either end of the corridor or the
There is.
entryway.
Go right.
We'll try the door to the left.
Yep. And you find a corridor and the door to the right. The same corridor. It is symmetrical.
Yep. Okay, so then if we've looked at the door to the right, we'll go to the door to room number 4, I guess.
Okay.
And again, okay, doing the listen, have a quick check. I'm not expecting to find many traps around at this level by the looks of it so far. So
Give me a perception roll.
8. Sorry, 10.
10. No, you don't hear anything. Obviously, this room is fine.
Yep. So I will open the door to room 4.
And it's also unlocked, luckily, as you open the handle. And no trap springs on you, so you're lucky.
Yep.
I'm sure it won't last.
Well, okay, I think that ground floor. No point putting traps on the ground floor, surely.
This room has several racks of wines and a few large kegs of beer, delicately balanced on bottlenecks. Facing the door is a large squarish piece of mirror glass. So delicately balanced on some bottlenecks facing the door is a large piece of mirror glass. And you can hear the drip, drip, drip from one of the kegs of partly open that's dropping on the floor nearby.
Okay.
He's surprised
I'm
you didn't
going
hear it
to-
through the door.
move off to the side so I can come at the mirror from the side,
Yep.
pick it up, and smash it to the floor.
Okay, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
break.
I'm
I'll
not-
survive.
I'm throwing it down to smash it. I'm assuming it's a stone floor, isn't it?
It is a stone floor.
Yeah. So I'm attempting to throw the mirror down to smash it.
Okay, it seems to land softly.
Okay.
And then flip over, looking up at you.
Okay. I will then, again, coming from the side to avoid looking into it, flip it back over, hold it down, and smash it with my tomahawk.
Okay, so as you're holding it down, you don't actually have to roll to hit it this time. See, the holding it down does help.
Oh yeah, I just didn't want him to hit me.
Bash, 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 timer a time.
When it's yourself, well, it's like a different matter. You know where your hand is. So when it's somebody else, it's like,
Hey, I can still manage to hit myself with a hammer while holding something down.
oh yeah,
I'm very good at
a
it.
nail.
Especially, possibly in this dim, shadowy light. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking around here,
Got the 20 for a look around.
none of the vintages here look any good, and it's nothing to well, for you, all the wine here is, all the drink here is boiled. They've let it ferment. You just throw this crap
Let
out.
it, yeah,
Cool.
let it go nasty.
Yeah, they basically let it become toxic as far as you're concerned.
Right.
You don't.
Yeah. Well,
most
it's already
clans don't do-
fermented. It's oxidized and gone bad. It's turned to vinegar.
Well, it just means it's become alcoholic. So a lot of the clans don't drink because
Oh, right. So they've got fruit juice from their point of view and let it go bad. But we're
Yeah.
going, hey, this is actually a pretty friggin' good vintage.
well, for most of you,
Hey.
it is a cheap vintage,
Yeah, well,
and it is this year's vintage.
I'm going to spit in disgust
right,
and
so-
walk out of that room.
Yep.
newly made and give it half a century and it might be good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna duck off to the bathroom if you want to plan and scheme.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm figuring that room 5 is next, since we're in the corridor of room 4.
Yes,
Seems logical.
Yeah. yes. Now, question for you. Are you a standard warlock who's gone packed with the blade, or are you a hexblade?
I'm a hexblade.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's reasonably normal for someone who's gone packed with the blade to actually go full hexblade.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just checking.
full hexblade, total.
Yeah.
So, obviously this will come out when we get into combat type stuff, but so are you actually a melee type combatant?
Yeah,
Hexblades are, yeah.
yeah.
They're melee ranged.
Yeah, okay. Like I don't know the class well at all, so I was just
Yeah.
it sounded like they would be, but
Yeah. From memory, they actually get moderately good defenses, but yeah, their cons are usually high.
no, that's right. It's more the idea of you mean, hey, we've got a melee, we've got a character designed for melee, as opposed to
Well, like I am somewhat designed for melee, but being a warlock, I'm still somewhat kind of squishy.
yeah.
Yeah, because whatever magic protections you've got, you're still going to be squishy because you're a caster. On the other hand, simple armor means you can actually wear, from a caster's point of view, pretty heavy armor.
The actual thing is that because I'm a turtle, I can't wear any armor.
You've got natural armor.
I
What's
got natural
your
armor is 17.
Which is higher than some fighters.
Yeah.
So complain too much.
I was going to say,
No, I know.
it's certainly higher than my rogue that has been the frontline fighter
Yeah.
most of the
However-
time.
Well,
However-
see, if I can find a shield, it makes me even better.
Yes, well, that's what I was about.
So you can use shield. You can't wear armor, you can use shield.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because simple weapons, and I think shields are included. But you can also wear braces. So you can have braces of armor class.
Help him straighten his teeth with some braces.
Yeah, not bad.
And it's amazing how wonderful they are protecting the body. It's sort of like bikini mail. Sorry, I can't help but play with words.
Next career
Yeah, no.
choice. Total
Any mouse is
orthodontist.
flossing.
That'd be amazing. Next character class. Total orthodontist.
Don't worry, I only need to pull out a tooth every 50 years.
Right.
Okay, so
But more or
having
less,
looked
yes,
around
I'm
room
a
4, not found
early
anything.
user.
Penadir will aim to put the bottle that's dripping or whatever upright, so therefore it'll stop dripping.
Yeah.
Don't need to waste anything.
No.
Okay, so the keg seems that it was dripping. It wasn't the
It was
bottle,
a keg that was dripping, was it? So,
and it seems that there is a break in the keg.
right. Well, that's nothing you can really do about it at this stage then, because that's fine. Assuming others aren't already there or looking, Penadir will go up to the door at the end of the corridor, like leading into room 5, and take a listen, see if it's trapped, see if it's locked. Listen, there's obviously nothing there because he rolled a natural 1, so that makes him a 9 on his perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
And
perception roll.
there's probably no traps because he got 12 on perception.
So the door is just a boring door,
Yeah.
and everything everyone else is doing is far more interesting than what's on the other side of it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And is the door locked?
Apparently, you thought it was locked for a moment, but no, it's not.
Okay.
The handle just went the other way.
Well, hey,
I'm only slightly concerned.
it's not like I'm
the
entirely
question
used to
was
these door
asked,
things
is
yet.
it trapped? It's
Right.
locked.
Well, but he did ask how was it trapped as well. This time.
Just the previous ones,
Yeah. The other ones, we kind of missed that.
Well, it was the sort of thing that I was actually making the assessment that, well, yeah, the front door wasn't trapped. You're not necessarily likely to trap most of the doors on the ground floor in there, but this went into a big back room, so I thought, well, maybe. But obviously it wasn't trapped. So yeah, Penadir will open the door.
So, looking into this room, you see a large chamber, which has stored a great quantity of goods necessary for the upkeep of an estate.
So just one thing,
Also-
Mark, before you describe any further. Yeah. Okay, Penadir's opening doors. He will actually deliberately aim to be stepping back as he does so. So therefore, he's not actually. If there's a mirror sitting on the opposite, like looking at the door, the idea is that it won't see Penadir immediately. If someone wants to be standing at the door ready to attack something, that's up to them. But otherwise, I'd be keeping the rest of them back. But yeah, so the idea is to step into the side and avoiding looking into the mirror type stuff immediately. But if you like, a hide check of 24.
Okay, you feel well hidden.
But yeah, so now, what are we seeing in there?
Seeing in there, you see it's full of stored goods with bolts of cloth, leathers, seasoned wood for carpentry and weapon making. Furniture stored because it appears to be broken or not needed. Large wooden chests with clothing coming out of it, which look like seasonal clothing.
Okay. Well, we can get some stuff for the portal then.
And propped up on a wooden chair with a broken leg is a medium-sized chunk of mirror. Being able to see both doorways.
Do you want me to explode it?
Well, I mean, Penadir was planning on sneaking around to the side of it and holding it down to smash it, but
You could.
if you explode it before I get there, that's all good.
Give me an attack roll.
Yes. Looking at the wrong bit. Hold on. 14 plus 22.
He hit it square on.
Yep, with Eldritch Blast, which is a force effect which should shatter the hell out of it.
Or reflect off and hit the other doorway.
Or just go straight into it.
Force effect, not light, but yeah. We'll see how that goes.
And you see your bolt flying towards it and then go straight into the mirror.
I was about to say, or just go into it and it's sucked in.
That's also possible with the... Yeah,
Does it appear to damage anything on the in the reflection or anything like that?
It did not appear to damage anything at all.
Right, go and smash it then.
And as you come forward, you see a bolt come flying towards you.
Duck! Actually,
So,
I should have gone duck beforehand.
Would a let me just check its actual attack. Okay, so would a 26 hit you?
Certainly would.
Okay,
Assuming it saw me, if it like it, okay,
No.
assuming this is just an accidental reflection.
It wasn't going for
bolt.
Jeremy, it was going
No, it's me.
for the Warlock.
Oh, okay. So
came back where it came from.
so you see, we're back in first edition D&D. Lightning bolts do not get angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. Angle of incidence equals exactly
Oh,
angle of reflection.
no. Whoever did this has aimed it back at me using the mirror. Because this is a force effect. They don't bounce.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, so
Right.
one
So
thing you
I'll
notice
check-
is
I'll-
the bolt coming towards you is trailing black flame.
Right, so that's not my attack.
So they've
my attack.
reflected it
my
back at
attack-
you with interest.
Yeah, because my attack has sort of petals and little gold sparkles coming off it.
And could you roll the
So
damage of your attack against yourself, please?
Unicorns and rainbows.
It's basically mirrored your attack.
yes, I'm. Yeah, this is ow. Gonna hurt. All right.
Killing the mirrors was better.
Because I'm adding some numbers to my D10 here. Fortunately, I need one of them. Bloody hell.
It's as powerful as the attack you threw against it.
I know.
I do love doppelganger
I
fights.
just took 12 points of damage. The bastard.
The best one I
Couldn't
ever
be
had
worse.
was in Guild Wars.
To be fair,
My
you
character
started
went up
it.
against myself and it KO'd myself in 2 hits. Like, yep, I built myself correctly.
So it was.
First.
They started it by lurking at us in mirrors.
You shot first.
So it was actually necrotic damage that you're hit with.
Ow!
I'm gonna go wander in behind the mirror.
Well, okay. Penedy is going to continue.
Parody was
coming
also
at the
moving
mirror.
in behind. I'm sorry, just trying to shut down these pop-ups.
Right.
And they go.
Penedy is going to come from the. Approach the mirror from the side again. Pick it up, place it down on the floor, face down, and smash it with
Beat it
the
up.
tomahawk.
Yeah, I distracted it for you. I heal myself.
How much do you heal yourself?
All of it.
And you can do that with.
I'm going to use healing light rather than my spell at
Yep.
the moment.
Should I yell for Drazzle's hugs?
Yarg.
Depends. Do you want him to leave an open shadow gate on the outside?
Well, when you put it that way,
Only one thing's come out.
Cool. Only took me 3 dice
I
worth
can't
of
complain
my
about that one.
healing light to do that.
Well, you could.
I could,
You
but
don't really know me
Yes.
yet.
well, we've
Yeah.
apparently been friends for
So-
a while.
Sure. It's been a long
So,
time.
Annenberg, you just saw a warlock sort of glow gold with sparkly bits and heal the damage he took. That's not normal warlock stuff.
So you see him glow. Everyone else just sees this slight little tinker around him, like shimmer.
Yeah,
Almost like he
I didn't-
sparkles.
I didn't say it was bright glow.
To him,
On
it's
the other
bright.
hand-
Particularly not in this shadowy light.
Yes.
But
But-
to our turtle, it's almost like you lit a torch and held it over you.
Yes. And then I went,
Your bones are getting creaky.
yes.
But yes, you have destroyed the other mirror.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you hear a give me a perception roll while you do so.
17, 25.
You hear a skittering under the furniture to the far wall.
I will again aim to move off to the side, take cover, like hide, while seeing if I can see anything through the gloom as to where it was.
Give me a perception roll as you're trying to find something.
So perception was 14, hide was 24.
Okay, so you think you're well hidden, and whatever it is you're looking at is obviously well hidden as well.
Yep. Did anyone else hear the creature or anything? Or were you
I
guys
don't think so.
distracted?
You're still back in the room with the curtains, and I haven't even stepped in there yet.
It's a hell of a workout, though.
So
Yes.
apparently you've left someone beating curtains. You've got a warlock in there. You've got a celestial warlock who's trying to glow in the doorway, and you've got one standing in the doorway looking at the person glowing.
Hmm.
No one else was paying attention to the skittering.
Right.
Well,
Do I
There
hear it
was
still?
skittering?
Or is that Jeremy?
Do I hear it still?
Nope, it stopped moving.
Okay.
Must have been your imagination.
I'm gonna try and come in.
You brush past the burning warlock because he burns to the touch.
I'm sneaking towards the other door.
What?
You do notice that when the turtle brushes up against you, you feel pain as it sort of burns you.
Oh, no, okay.
Oh, right. So he's still glowing on the thing. Yeah,
So
okay, that's
both
not
of you
touching.
burn each other, touching each other.
God, ow.
Ow! I got half an idea what power source you're using.
Martin, I'm
Yep.
sneaking towards the other door.
Yep.
Not going through yet, but just into that vicinity.
You have managed to sneak through the other door without any problems.
Okay. And you guys are fighting each other in the other doorway, is that right?
That they are
No, we're
burning
trying
each
to
other.
avoid
there.
each other.
High fives!
I'm just walking past, burning as I pass.
Yes, you're standing in the room. You can see the bits of broken glass on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and you can quite easily see the rogue who's well hidden sneaking up to the other door because he's not hidden to you. But to everyone else, he's completely invisible.
Right.
Well, once
Yeah. If nothing else, you've got some clothes over there you can use if you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look through what's here.
you start reading the
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah, just see what I can find.
So there's male and female clothing.
I'm assuming I can see the turtle quite easily too, or at least in the dim light.
He's sort of a bit dim to see, but the elf is a lot easier to see than he is.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I'm seeing him entering the room. Is that right?
Yep, you do see him enter the room.
I will call out quietly, but obviously loud enough for him to hear across the room. There was something in the mound over there. So,
Look for the mound of bards. I'm sure there's something moving.
Alright, I will move towards that
Mound of
mound,
yeah.
being as cautious and as at the ready as possible.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
11.
Okay, looking down under things, you see a pair of red eyes right in front of you for a moment and then just disappear.
Well, I don't know if the scurrying or I don't know what you're saying, but there was something right there and now it's gone.
did I see anything move?
You saw absolutely nothing. He must be imagining things.
Well,
Uh-huh.
approximately how far is he from me at the moment?
Probably
20
about
feet?
10, 15 feet.
Okay. I was just trying to work out where it got, where the scuttling was in relation, because I'm assuming the squares are 5-foot squares, are they?
They are 5-foot squares. If not, they should be. So the
Okay.
scattering was somewhere about there.
Somewhere around there-ish? Okay. So,
And that puts the party somewhere around there.
well, I would have thought, okay, the Bright Warlock standing in the doorway near 4.
Yep.
The Penadier's in the door, near the door,
Near 6.
room 6. And so is Tidal actually in the corridor at least?
He's still in room 2.
Title's in 2 with the curtains.
He's having his fitness routine.
I need
I
to
thought you'd done with the curtains because
I
you'd
need
made
to
enough.
roll and find out first. I rolled a 22 to stop slapping the curtains.
Yep. Okay, so as you stop and turn around, the curtains collapse on top of you.
Ooh, within his fighting words. That's a 15 on curtains.
Okay, yes, you stamp and jump and beat up the curtains. They're on the ground now. You've won.
Excellent.
Give me a perception roll.
Something comes out of the curtains.
I hope not. It's probably going to be my arch nemesis, which looks like curtains, which is
The
Murmur.
mimic curtain.
The mimic, yeah.
Mm.
the willow.
I had the mimic door that really threw out some of the party members.
It doesn't need to be a mimic. Just a cloaker will be fine.
That
It's
would work
only a
too.
9 perception.
Yep, you don't notice anything unusual.
That's fine. It's a curtain.
It's all good.
Yep.
No important clue you've missed here at all.
Yep. I'm just going to turn around and head towards the others.
Yep.
Yeah.
You head out and follow the others.
Fantastic.
Don't you like it when someone says it that way? Okay, so
It makes you want to just turn around and walk back to that room, but you can't.
The character says no.
okay, so yes, you meet up outside room 6.
Unless, of course, I somehow miraculously
Yeah,
get...
because I was going to say if
What curtains?
if the turtle didn't actually find anything there, Penadier will start investigating the door that he can decide to open it up and go through.
Okay, so opening up the door.
Room 6, you'll have a listen and check for traps. Yeah, definitely no traps. The listening was a 14, and I'm assuming it's not locked, I don't know. But again, he'll be stepping off to the side as he opens it.
Okay, looking in, this seems to be a storage room. Very much like the room you just came from, except smaller.
Mm.
Okay. Is there again a mirror?
There is a mirror propped up.
And
And at this stage, I'm going to say, who's in the doorway with you?
I'm not good. I said, well, whether someone wanted to stand in the doorway to be seen by the mirror, I don't know. But Peridia was off to the side, and then he was planning on sneaking in to get around the mirror.
So he's totally going to stand bravely
Is someone
in the
actually
doorway.
standing at the door ready to fight something coming through? Or?
Bravely in the doorway, announcing the curtains have been taken care of.
Okay, so he announces to you that the curtains have been taken care of as you open the door. Okay, so would a 25 hit you?
Yes, it would.
So, Paul, could you please roll your damage again, this time against Tidal?
I didn't do that. It wasn't me.
As you see one of a very similar effect to what your Celestial Warlock has thrown come out of the mirror at you.
But is this not got the shadow trailing behind again?
It does.
Very
It
shocked.
does have the shadow trailing behind it. It's basically...
Rather than rainbows?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a mirror version of his attack. So how much damage?
8.
8 damage as you get blasted by an average blast.
Oof. Ouch.
Isn't it great that you keep giving it ways of attacking?
I only shot it once.
Pedidiric again going to go round, assuming there's nothing else in the room that's apparently firing Eldritch Blast.
Nothing else in the room that's doing that, apparently.
Pedidiric again going around the side and pick up the mirror, place it down, smack it on the back.
There we go. It's actually showing up properly this time. Sometimes the tool gets confused and it's like, what, you're putting damage on this creature? And then puts on something else.
Slightly different.
Which is the amusing thing is, because I have no idea which creature put the damage on. And it wasn't one of the other ones on the screen. There are no hidden creatures at this stage. So yes, Tidal got hit by necrotic damage.
Oof. That's painful.
You had
Okay.
visions of this.
I had visions of this?
No, our turtle did.
Oh.
Some necrotic basically ages the body out.
Yeah, and or
I get that, I'm just
poison
wondering
or
how.
just decay.
This happened.
Well, someone taught it to do Eldritch Blast.
Ah, good lord.
No, it's not the good lord.
No.
I kind of say it's obviously the work of I can't think what the name is off the top of my head now.
That's Xantiotl.
That's Antiochus, yes.
So I've opened the door,
Not that I'm saying
and
that
I've
out
been hit in
loud.
the face by a ball of light.
No, ball. A ball of force trailing darkness.
Okay, did I get to see where this came
The
from?
mirror.
So I know it was the mirror.
Yep. And then you see Paradir go around behind it.
Oh, okay, alright. So Paradigm's already smashing it then.
Well, you can go in and
If you
argue with
stop
it.
me doing it, you can call out, but yes.
No, I'm not going to argue with you. I just wanted to know if something was being done about this mirror shooting thing.
And then you notice him smash it.
I saw him smash it.
Yeah, he puts it on the ground, holds it down, and keeps hitting the damn thing till it's gone.
Excellent. Not as cool as
And
my
then
curtain maneuver, but still good.
He'll actually look up and, assuming that Tidal is still in the doorway, saying, yeah, remember, don't necessarily stand in the doorway until after the mirror's been destroyed.
Thanks, I'll remember that next time I'm, walking into a face full of light.
Well, since
Oh.
I'm still at 5, is the other
Did you
wall
not notice
still in door
when-
4?
Did you not notice that the previous mirror?
You would have all
Shot back?
followed around to 6 by that stage, unless you
No,
want to
I
do
was too
something
busy
specific.
fighting curtains.
I was looking around
Yes.
there after they...
Okay,
were
give
gone.
me a perception roll again.
Yes. I'm also looking around
16.
because I don't want to shoot anything anymore.
So 16, you don't notice anything else in that room. So
Yeah, I got a 14, probably the same.
but it does smell a lot nicer once the celestial warlock leaves.
What? I'm supposed to improve a place by
Well-
standing in it.
I'm going to notice that Title's not around and go back through corridor 4
Yep,
and then into 7.
yep.
And from 7, probably can't see him.
Oh, you can sort of see him because the door's been left open because he came in that
Or you
way.
might hear Pettidier and
Yeah, but he's standing in door 6.
Yep. I believe someone's opening a packet of some sort.
Because I was planning on going back through to try and find Title in that room where we left him beating up curtains.
Well, at the same time, I think I was coming towards you guys and opening the door and got a face full of light.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing, because you've gone that way.
You
I've
can
gone back
hear
that
you've gone the
you can hear
other way.
Tidal and Parody talking from room
Yeah.
6 as you're
So you got
walking
to see the behind shot of me getting hit with a face full of light.
Well, then I'll just wait in 7.
remember, you also
Personal dark light.
you saw Pettidier going into the corridor, heading into room 6 from room 5.
there. Yep, he went round the other way.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, so after the mirror smashed and Pettidier reminds Tidal not to stand in the doorway necessarily unless he's ready for a reflection.
Well, I think
Um,
Tyler would like some clarification. Was it the doorway or the fact that mirror just is randomly starting to shoot light spells?
Well, not so randomly. It was after in the previous room when the mirror shot back.
Yes.
But why is it shooting light spells? We thought this was a shadow mirror. This doesn't make sense.
Well, it was Shadow that got shot at you.
Blame the warlock.
It was dark
was
light.
a force
What do you
spell
mean blame
with
the wall?
shadow trailing off it.
Tyler's still confused as to why this is a light thing and these are shadow mirrors. And no one's explained that the warlock shot a light spell into the mirror.
No,
yet.
what's coming out is shadow bolts. And necrotic. They're nasty.
Hear him complaining about this?
Yep.
Cool. I'll explain
Yes.
the white warlock shot mirror, now mirror is shooting back.
Oh, so it's your fault.
What? No. Therefore, shooting back.
Yes, but now that I know you shot something into the mirror and it shot back, I know now to not
No,
use water whip on the mirrors.
I did not shoot anything into the mirror. I shot at the mirror absorbed my shot and is now throwing it back at us.
Okay, but
Not my-
if I'm
it's
going
not
to
my
take
fault.
a bolt of light to the face, I want to learn something valuable from this. And the thing I've learned is not to water whip mirrors. So I will
Well,
take this
no,
on the
no.
shoulder.
Do
Don't
not
do anything
attack
to the mirrors
the
other than
front
hit him
of the
from
mirror.
behind.
Okay.
Yes.
You'll notice the fact that Penalty's had no problem whatsoever when you've been
Yes.
tapping it lightly on the back.
And after
Right.
this, you are getting the official title of Mirror Stomper.
I already claimed that.
Good.
The destructor of
We'll make a
mirrors.
plaque for it. We'll make a plaque. So if I use Mage Hand to pull the mirror over so it's face down, that would work, as long as I don't touch the front.
Right, as long as whatever it is you're affecting,
I can see this doing wrong.
whatever effect you're putting
Yeah.
on the mirror does not go to the front of the mirror.
I
Yes.
feel
That's
like
right.
this mirror is just going to start giving us, like, mage hand wedgies.
Where'd that hand come from? I don't know.
Stop
I
touching
don't know,
Slap the
but it's
person
fun.
behind you. It wasn't me.
Okay. So I'll have a quick look around room 6, assuming there's nothing particularly interesting in there. No, I don't hear any scuttling and noises this time.
No scuttling and noises this time. Must have just been your imagination.
Well, I was going to say I'll come back out, and if I run into Arundar and said, "Did you find anything eventually in room 5 or in the large room?"
No, nothing useful.
Well, I guess we head upstairs.
No, I'm assuming that everyone's going to do it unless Jeremy, they tell Jeremy otherwise.
It sounds good, and I assume there's more curtains to be found and less spells to be flung at curtains. Or mirrors.
It'll be curtains for you.
So can we see anything at the top of the stairs from the base of the stairs?
A landing?
Yeah.
There is a landing. Okay. Yep.
Yep, so basically you have to loop around on it to get up to the next level.
I'll
Okay.
take point and go up first.
Yep. and
Take
we'll back
point
it up.
with your sword ready so you can step whatever's up there at a distance.
And also so we can see better.
I can see that around. Apparently,
Yes. That's useful.
Okay, so
and if he's leading, Penadir will have his bow. He might actually get to be an archer for once.
you're an archer. How'd that happen?
Who's going to take out these mirrors then? We need you.
Oh no, okay. When we get to a doorway or something like space, then yes, he's happy to go through and go into some more. But hey,
Yeah.
if he's not actually a frontline fighter,
This is the first time he's had a chance to pull out the bow in a long time.
Yeah.
You've now got your frontline person.
I don't care the range
in
might
a
have been
weird
20
way,
feet.
yeah.
Yeah. It's more than melee range.
It's a lot less weirder than having the actual rogue be the frontline person ranger.
Yes.
Because he's technically a rogue, but everyone looks at him as a ranger because he does rangery stuff.
Yeah.
So he's the heroic ranger of the tribes. Not because he's a ranger, because he does everything as a ranger would.
Yeah, I keep forgetting he's not a ranger.
But I like the setting where the setting describes it as you do it, not what you are.
Exactly. Well, exactly. Like, I mean, he's never been a rogue. He was a lawkeeper.
Yep.
Yes.
And now he
local
became a
sheriff.
lawkeeper.
Okay, so you come out on top into the hallway. This hallway surrounds the stairwell. It is a sort of same, even though there's no real light source here, it has the same sort of dim light of everywhere else, except for around your turtle friend, who almost seems to blend in with the shadows. He just has to stand still and probably can hide quite easily.
Sweet.
It's always good to be in your element.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I will, once I reach the top, have a look around to see if any of the doors are open.
No, not one door is open.
Cool.
That makes things easy for you. Lots of doors to pick from and numbers to choose.
It certainly does. So, well, I'm probably quite intrigued by the fact of the fireplace from what I saw there.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go 9.
You're gonna go to 9. Okay, nothing can go wrong there.
Totally not.
Okay.
When he says that, run.
You listen or you just go straight in?
No, I'm not walking straight in. I'm going to listen. I'm going to check the door and try and see if there's any traps or anything. 4.
A 4? Okay. As you go to listen, you sort of bump your head on the door handle. And it just gets you right in that spot that really hurts. And your ears ringing with the sound of you bumping your head. And you're listening to your heartbeat, the ringing. And it's like, nope, nothing there.
Guess I open the door, unless somebody else sees anything.
Penadier is going to take up a position beside the door, like leading down to the main part of the corridor.
With your bow ready.
Not the corner. Putting the bow away, pulling out his tomahawk.
Okay.
But then suggesting that perhaps I will open the door and attempt to remove the likely mirror on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Already opening the door.
Okay.
Do you want to be standing in front of the door as I do so?
I'll cover our 6 in case any curtains come around the corner.
They're going to be coming from downstairs.
We know that.
So Penadier's off to the side as you open the door, but
Yep.
is anyone actually in front of the door?
No.
No? Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
step to the
I
side
don't
so
make
they can
sure
open
it's
the
not going to be
door.
curtains for
For all
us.
we know, there might be curtains from downstairs or this place. We don't know.
Well, technically, unless everyone's standing in the corridor behind Jeremy, someone has to be standing in front of the doorway.
I mean, people could be just back on the landing at the staircase.
That is true.
So-
You want to be hiding on the
Yeah.
landing?
Stand at the
I was at the
staircase.
door checking it.
Or
walking into
even,
it, so
as I say,
it's kind of hard.
they might just be back down the corridor a bit, so therefore they're not actually in the doorway when it opens.
Well, looks like the turtle said he was in the doorway checking things, so he's happy to be standing there.
You're staying there? Okay. Yeah.
Not what I said. I said I was there to explain that, and I did say that I moved to the side.
Well,
That's
if it-
what I thought I was
he
looking
was
for,
also
yes.
moving to the side, so you can't both stand in the same square, so you can stand behind him. Okay, so the turtle's standing behind you, looking over your shoulder.
Okay.
I'm just
I
gonna
will
fall to the ground
Open
and
the
go
door
to the
then,
shelf.
and okay.
So
Take
there's
a
this,
peek.
as you open
take
the
a peek
door,
around
there's
the
a
side.
splushing sound behind you.
A squishing sound.
A splushing sound. More of a splush than a squish.
Uh-huh.
And sort of sounds kind of like a little bit of sucking sound too.
Okay, but so I'll glance back, confirm that, okay, it's just him.
Yep, he's just shelled himself.
Right.
Right.
Well, nobody could decide what was happening, so I shelled myself for more defense.
So what you're saying, what I actually heard was a and then a rattle, rattle, rattle as the shell was rocking back and forth on the ground.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, he's used to the sitting himself down quietly mode. Put
No.
feet in last.
Not this time.
But yes, okay, peeking around the side there, looking A for the mirror, B for anything moving.
Okay, so this seems to be the chamber where the soldiers' meals were prepared. The chamber has a large double fireplace and an interior window which allows the cooks to pass the food directly into the soldiers' mess. Interior window? Soldiers' mess must be room number 10. It is room number 10.
Okay, yeah.
The room's mirror shard is propped up against the fireplace, facing the door.
Not unexpected location.
I don't shoot it.
Assuming there's nothing else moving in there that's apparent, obvious, Pettideer will again sneak around the edge of the door and move up to the side of the mirror.
Okay, as
like
you
that.
sneak through the doorway, would a 17 hit you?
Yeah, I think it would.
Okay, so from the wall behind you, closest to the turtle, no reason.
Yeah, 17 would hit, yes.
A shadowy claw strikes out at you, very much in the same manner of his blade, dealing 13 points of damage.
Ouch.
Piercing.
Yep. And so that apparently came from behind me before I got in the room. Is that what you're saying?
It came from inside the room on the wall adjacent to where the turtle is, when you snuck in.
Oh, okay. I will effectively back away, so tumble away from stuff from
There we go. It's actually
that
on
wall
the ad
space.
character.
To have a look at the wall location to see what's there. Half expecting, if not a creature, a mirror that might have been.
So as you look there, give me a perception roll.
And I will give a bit of a scream as I do this to ensure others are aware that. Oh, hang on. Perception of 28.
Okay.
With an actual 20.
So you see a pair of red eyes staring at you in the wall.
Coming from the wall itself, so there's no mirror or anything like that.
No mirror whatsoever. It's as if there's the wall itself has a silhouette of a creature on it.
I will throw a tomahawk at it.
Okay.
I will come out of my shell.
Is it the right time to come out of the shell, though?
Okay, so
If we're going through the mirror, back straight at you.
I will give you an initiative roll as you after you toss your tomahawk. So everyone can do initiative.
14.
Attack roll with the tomahawk of 8.
That sounds like a
I might
Atruaghin for
hit
a
the
very
wall.
bad night of drinking.
Or is that Jeremy?
I might hit the wall. I've got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay, your tomahawk hits the wall rather badly, and you hear it. You don't even hear a meaty thud as it hits the wall. It's just this clatter that you'd tell off younger members for bad attacks.
Yep.
It just makes your teeth shudder at how badly the sound it makes.
Yeah, so you managed to hit with the handle rather than the head.
The important thing is you hit the wall, not your target.
Well, since the wall was my target.
So, and what was everyone's
Something
initiative?
sticking out of the wall.
I got 13.
I got 14.
13, 14...
I've got +4 for initiative, so I got 5.
So you did save all your good rolls.
I roll a 5, but I'm trying to aim for a wall, so I get 8, and then roll a 1 for initiative.
Yes, I got 14.
Okay, so it's between... actually, I'll put the elf first because you're not in a shell. So the elf gets to go first. What would you like to do? You're in the doorway of the stairwell. You hear Pradia scream out, and then badly throw his hammer.
Right. Then you hear the rattle. Then you hear the rattle of something hitting the wall.
Yes. Can I see the mirror that's in that room?
You can.
You use mage hand, make sure I do not touch the front, and pull it so it's face down.
Okay. You spend your action pulling it down. Bing.
Yep.
It goes face down.
So Martin, just for awareness, I'm assuming that I'm effectively in the top back corner there at the moment, next to the wall at room 10. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah, roughly that there.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so next person up is our turtle. As an action, you free yourself from your shell. So I believe it is an action to go in and out.
As far as I know, yeah.
It would be interesting if you got stuck. I
That
couldn't
would be-
escape.
Very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
You get grappled by your own shell.
yeah, I take an action to get out.
Yep. So you want to spend your action getting out?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Everyone
part of
hears
his
the
move?
sploosh, 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 sploosh as you get yourself out of your shell. You're still prone though. I think you can use half your move to get up though.
Well, yeah, I mean, when he was going to throw the axe, I did say I was coming out of the shell, but...
Well, that's why I called initiative to say what happened after the axe went.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you can spend half your move getting up.
Suppose I'll take the other half to step.
So what happens when you go into your shell holding your sword?
My hand sticks out with the sword.
The sword can be
That's fantastic! So your hand
somebody
sticks
got
out with
rid
a
of.
sword and we just spin you around and push you into enemies.
Yeah.
Only ever so slightly, so the sword's like touching the edge.
Yeah, the sword can be summoned and desummoned as an action.
So is he a red shell or a
But
green
it would be
shell,
a be a second action. For
It's
him to
amusing.
go.
That's fantastic. You like the red shell of Mario.
Yeah, there's a reddish black shell with a sword.
So you mean I should just get the red shell from Mario Kart and use that as his avatar?
Yeah.
Seems legit.
No, on the Friday one he has a sofa, an actual sofa chair.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep. Okay, so title is now up.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll.
The perception roll.
Yep.
That is a 12.
Okay, while you're looking behind to watch for curtains, you see a curtain poke around the corner of the stairs.
Wait, where?
Down below.
Down below?
Yeah, while you're watching behind. The curtains are following you.
We're gonna lose title.
Probably.
He's going downstairs.
We have to roll for this. Willpower to resist hunting down curtains. Oh, not bad. That's a 21 to resist hunting down curtains. I'm just going to tell people, the curtains are coming! They're coming up the stairs! And then I'm going to try and attempt to retreat into the room. And did I notice the turtle, though?
You notice the turtle's standing there with his sword ready as you go past down the corridor.
Oh, so you did manage to stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And you enter the room, and yeah, you're in the room.
Cool.
You can see the mirror face down in front of you.
How big is the gap between 10 and 9 in the wall?
Big enough to a medium non-turtle person could squeeze through. Or non-Drazzle. Drazzle wouldn't fit either. Drazzle would get stuck.
I'm diving through into the lunch hall.
Okay, you dive through into the lunchroom. Cool, splitting the party. I like that.
I'm just running from curtains.
Okay, so now I actually have to look up something else.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's not a problem for me.
Just the curtain.
And us.
I've got to run around and heal you.
I'm protecting you from the curtains on this end, supposedly.
I'm
Almost
going
as far
to
away as
get.
possible.
I'm going to get a curtain and have it made into a cloak for you and have it given
Okay,
you as
so
a present.
you dive through the hole and find yourself landing in a pile of yellowish goo.
Ugh. Obviously, the lunch they served here wasn't very good.
Okay, and that ends your turn. The yellowish goo will attack you in a moment.
Do I? Okay.
You don't have an option. You jumped into it.
Lunch is served.
Well, you did, shove yourself through the lunch window.
I did. I wasn't expecting lunch to be on the floor and attack me, but there it is.
Well, no. Lunch wasn't on the floor and attacking you.
Lunch came
Your
through
lunch.
the window. Okay, so. Jeremy, in front of you, the creature goes before you do.
Yeah, not surprising.
Okay, a force just comes from the wall into everyone into the room. And Torta wasn't in the room, so he's lucky. And Title's not in the room, so he's lucky as well.
Mm.
And I don't think Lowell actually went into the room. He did it from a distance. So that's just one person now. So, please give me a strength check, Jeremy.
Strength
So
check.
all of you in the room, hello, Parody.
9.
Okay, you get thrown 10 feet away. So you get thrown into the back wall.
Mm-hmm.
I could have had to try to throw you through the window, but I would have given you a reflex save to hang on to it otherwise.
And he would have had a better chance at that than he would have with the strength check, that's for sure.
And you're knocked prone.
Yep. Take damage.
And strangely enough, no.
Okay.
As the shadows basically pick you up and run you into the wall.
Okay.
Okay, where is that? Where did I put that bookmark? And I thought I put my bookmark in here, and obviously I didn't.
You got one. It's just
It's not the right one.
not in the right spot.
Yeah. There we go, and now I can put a bookmark there. Okay, so while you're lying prone on top of something, it gets a bonus to attack you.
You roll high.
Probably about 75% of my rolls are above 15. Unless a player rolls it, in which case then about 75 of the rolls are below 5. Okay, so will a 19 hit our wayward monk?
19.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is the monkey here. Right.
Yep.
Yep.
This is lunch.
This is lunch.
So lunch got hit.
Can't say if you're talking about me or the lunch.
And Lunch is apparently taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm taking 12. Jeez.
And 2 points of acid damage. So
Jeez,
that's 14
okay.
damage all up.
So I have to use that.
You are filling up with red.
Yeah, that kind of hurts.
And luckily only one attack roll.
It's a lot of damage from one attack.
Actually I didn't. I think I rolled average.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Makes you feel so good.
Lunch is served, and I'm on the menu.
Okay.
Well, you did jump
And
into
then,
it.
Pray Dear, you're up against the wall next to the
I wasn't
fireplace.
expecting the cafeteria to attack me.
And beside you, you see the mirror has turned itself over again.
But there's nothing actually attacking me right now then? I've been
No.
thrown against the wall by some shadowy force, but
Yep.
there's nothing actually apparently standing over me.
Nothing standing over you, but in the far wall, silhouette in the shape of a turtle, is the glowing red eyes.
Don't make me seem like the bad guy.
That's what these things do.
Uh,
You're a creature of shadow as well.
I'm going to be staying away from the wall,
Yep.
and I'm going to move over to, watching the wall, but moving over towards the mirror again to flip it over and bang it with my other tomahawk.
Okay, you bang it with your other tomahawk, shattering it as well.
Okay, but I'm watching the shadow on the wall as much as the mirror. Does the destruction of the mirror affect the shadow on the wall?
It flinches, but it doesn't seem to disappear.
Okay. It's in the wall, not just the mirrors.
And then it is Llewell's go.
Okay. Can I see anything that I can actually say or hit? Although I did hear Tidal yell out.
Yeah, you're
So
about
probably
there. And there is a hole in the wall about there.
And,
And
you
you
can
did a hole.
see Pettidew in front of you through the doorway,
Yeah.
having just smashed the mirror, who's called out the fact that it's in the walls as well as the mirrors.
Ah. So where did Tidal end up? He's at that gap between.
Well,
9 and
you
10,
can't
isn't
really
he?
see because you went through the doorway, went off to the side.
He ran into the
Yes.
room and disappeared.
Yes, but he didn't come out again, so he's still in that room. So I'm going to follow
Or he got
into the
swallowed
room
by a mirror.
because I heard him yell out in pain.
I know.
So he obviously needs some healing. So I'm going to go through and do that.
So-
You're ignoring when Peredir got yelled at in pain.
Well, if you got yelled out in pain, I'll just say heal both of you because I can.
Okay, entering there, you can't see Tidal.
Oh, brilliant!
What?
You jumped through.
You jumped through a window and went down on the other side.
Oh,
Did
you're
you just
you're in
enter the
10.
same room?
No,
He
you
entered room 9.
Oh, okay, right.
you went through the divider between room 9 and 10
Yep,
into
yep.
the
Because he
lunchroom.
didn't know anything about the
That's fair. I confused
the-
myself for a sec. Yep, that's fine.
Right. In that case, Faraday is going to get. How damaged did you get?
He looks about half hurt.
About
What
a
was that?
third
I
of the
didn't
way.
know either of you.
As opposed to the elemental who's just swimming around in goo,
Yep.
being
Right,
eaten.
so
alive.
I'll give you 3 dice worth of healing,
Yeah, lunch is attacking me. I'm not amused.
and it's going to come out. Bloody hell!
You should have been fighting the
That's
girls.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Should have just got stuck with the curtains
Jeremy,
that were coming
Yep.
up the stairs.
17 points worth of healing.
Thank you.
2 6s and a 5. I don't get those on myself.
You know what? I bet my worst nightmare is Fantasia. Took out the curtains, not lunch.
Yes. Next time you hit when someone says, "I can animate the curtains to clean themselves," like,
just punch them.
Um,
What was that for?
But yeah, you'll notice Pettidier is also pointing towards the wall where I'm interested to know if you're seeing the shadow as well.
so, give me a perception roll, Paul.
Alright, hold on. 13.
13. Worry point. You can't see any bigger, different shadow than what's usually around.
I'm going to look around with care, though.
Yeah.
Because if it's in the walls, I've got to keep an eye on everything.
And at this point, our turtle enters the doorway,
Yay!
just in time for the shadow to disappear off the wall.
Disappear.
Or rather, apparently move towards the doorway in the wall and then you appear in the doorway.
To your perception, yes.
I'm going to not be twitchy and shoot him.
But you do notice every time he gets near, it gets you feel that burning sensation the closer he gets to you.
Yes, but I know what's doing that.
I
It's
feel
not
it too,
these
don't
guys.
worry.
Nothing like opposing elements coming together.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you do hear the sounds of pain coming through the window after you when you're doing your look around, and you see little bits of yellow fly up in the air in the other room. And when Total comes back, he actually gets an action.
You get an action.
I have to help Ariadne.
That's okay.
What's up?
You.
Oh,
You're feeling like
Lunch is
lunch is trying to
first.
smother you.
okay. How do I unsmother lunch?
Well, that's up to you. How would you like to unsmother lunch?
Well, if you hold your mouth over if you hold your hand over your mouth and nose, you'll probably smother lunch.
I guess I can attempt to try and beat it up with my fists. But
Okay.
isn't this like a gelatinous thing?
Yes, it is pretty much in liquid ooze.
Oh.
You're better off just trying to get out of it.
Right in the center of it.
Rip bits off it.
Eat it
To
to death.
try to actually recognise what it is that he's jumped into.
I would hope so. I mean, I can roll for
Give
it.
me a nature roll.
Nature, hey?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know I can't remember whether we've met many oozes or big slimes or whatever type of stuff. But
Not many, no.
No, but my arch nemesis is a widow wisp. And yes, it's a story of its own. Oh, for the love of...
What'd you get?
I got...
Was it a natural one?
No, it's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay. Total of 4.
Total of 4.
Okay, looking at it. Looks like someone has been sick in this room. And the sick is trying to kill you.
Someone's lunch sick is trying to eat me! I'm just going to start fighting my way out.
Okay,
Yes.
give me an attack roll.
I obviously haven't identified what this is enough to know that I'm supposed to swim out of it.
Obviously, it's revenge.
Obviously. Okay, so that's a...
Well, I mean, let's face it, it's really just a wet curtain.
It looks like a liquid curtain.
13?
13. Apparently you hit this big pile of goo that you're in for 13.
No, that's to hit it.
No, you did. You did hit this big pile of goo on a 13.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
So
Yes.
how much damage do you do?
Well...
Against the pile of goo.
I need to double check my thingy because... $46, okay. That's 6 points of damage, counts as magical. And then I'm gonna spend a bonus. There's a key to do my extra 2 attacks. Oh, hang on, I get an extra attack at 5, so I can attack again, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
With no penalty on the attack roll.
Alright, so I will attempt again. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, so double damage.
That's a 6.
6 total.
Plus... That's 9 total, so 18.
18.
18 magical. And that was technically the first? I don't know. The first attack?
That was the 2 attacks so far.
Okay, cool.
And you're going to use a key to use bonus action to attack again?
Yes, which gives me 2 attacks, I believe. I think it's called Flurry of Blows.
It is called Flurry of Blows.
Yep, there it is.
I will flurry everything!
Yep.
That's definitely what he's doing while he's in it.
That's a 21, non-natural.
Yep. So how much damage do you do there?
That's 7 damage
Yep.
on the first one, and the second one, I'm assuming hits with a 19,
It does.
and does 6 damage? Yes.
Okay, so you're flurrying on this goo and you've got goo all over you.
Yep.
You're covered in yellow goo.
Yep.
Okay, and then yellow goo attacks you back.
That's fair. Are my attacks having any effect on this thing, seeing as they're magical?
Very hard to see in this dim light.
It would be.
You're
Yeah.
spreading it around.
Yeah.
Does that count?
And it's goo.
And
So
it's
would
okay.
a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
So obviously not as effective as you thought you were being because the goo got back at you.
Yeah.
We'll make the green the acid this time. Okay, so it does
Calculate this.
9 bludgeoning and 4 acid, so 13 damage to you.
Okay, so that should be down to about.
That puts you down because
14.
you weren't healed earlier.
What?
When you got zapped in the face, you weren't healed.
No, but I have 49 health. I should be on 14 now.
Okay, so you've got 33 total?
No, I should have 49 total.
Okay, in that case then, I don't have your full hit points. Someone hadn't updated your hit points.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fair. If I hadn't updated them, then it's only fair that I had 33.
No, it's okay. I can do the full update. It's just that you should tell me when your hit points update.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Let me see, that was... Which means I might not have full hit points for everyone else. We'll get to that in a moment. So you should be on...
49 is my maximum.
49
I
is
should
your
currently
maximum?
be on 14.
Okay.
I was thinking that the damage that Pettidier took seemed to be more than I expected it would have been on the screen, but it would be hard to be certain. So.
Quite possibly. Especially if I didn't know what your hit point total is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Should be on 14.
Yes.
Okay, so that means I have updated you. Let me just check people's hit points. So I've got
Yep.
Prayer Deer, how much should he have?
So his maximum hit points is 45, although he's got
Okay.
2 points of soul burn at the moment, so technically 43.
Okay.
Is that what you had?
No, I had 31.
Okay. It would appear you haven't actually updated, the numbers haven't been updated for probably 2 levels maybe then.
Quite possibly. Well, it's not like I had the tool running all the time.
No, that's just it.
Okay,
That's probably the
so
fact is that we've
Paul.
been playing without the tool. So.
What is yours? I got you at 31.
Sorry. I should have. Wait a minute. Mine's up to date on my sheet, so 45.
45. Well, it's because I'm using the not the Hero Lab, the D20 Pro tool.
And as I say,
right.
because in the last few adventures we haven't actually had the D20 Pro up and running because we haven't been doing these sort of. It's been
Is
more
the total actually on
investigative
30?
work.
Yeah.
That's good. I've got him right. And Druzzle's way off, so luckily he's not with you. Druzzle has 8 down as his hit points at the moment, just as an example of how long since I've updated Druzzle.
Okay. No, that's not hit points. That's height.
Yes.
That would be correct on that point. Okay, so yes, you got smacked pretty badly there.
Yeah, next one's going to take me out.
And everyone sees red glowing eyes coming from the turtle in the other room.
In the doorway.
Yeah, in the doorway.
It's coming from me.
So you
Because there are more shadows around you, remember? Doesn't mean things can't pinch that.
Could be illusionary magic.
Okay, so while you're coming up behind Llewell and standing in the doorway behind him, Llewell gets 3 attacks against him.
Oh, ow.
No. It's ow.
So first attack hits an armor class of 21.
Woo!
I'll just check that against my armor class of 14 and work out if it hits.
Second one hits an armor class of 19. And third one hits an armor class of 16.
Sorry, it's ow.
Yeah, actually, I think the first one did.
First one does 17 points of piercing damage. Luckily, I updated.
Yeah.
And then it has 2 claws. Now I gotta get the different dice. Where's yellow? There we go. Okay, so that is 14 points of slashing damage from the second attack.
Ow.
And
as I said,
18
ow.
18 from the third one.
What was the third one?
18.
Right, I didn't hear it because of Jeremy.
I think 18 was, I think Jeremy was correct in what happened. And then the flashing eyes disappeared.
It doesn't matter whether he was correct or not. I couldn't hear you because of it.
I'm sorry.
So yes, it was 18
I fall down.
points.
I just fell down.
Okay, pray dear, you're up. You've just seen these and then the turtle steps through the shadow.
So, I just had a tomahawk in my hand at the moment, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
I will step up and smack it with the tomahawk.
Okay. Apparently you're attacking the turtle.
Well, I'm attacking the thing that apparently just took down thingy box set. Fortunately for the turtle, I'm attacking you with my least effective weapon.
What armor class did you hit?
AC 12.
No.
Tink!
Because whilst the tomahawk is my spiritual weapon, it's actually not what I'm very good at.
Okay.
But it had what I had in my hand at that moment in time.
This is the first time you've actually connected with something solid other than a wall.
Yeah, something that didn't actually, something that might have actually tried to move.
Okay, so then it is Llewell gets to make a death saving throw.
Wondrous. That's a con roll or just a roll?
That is a
just a flat roll?
D20 roll with I think if you get a 10 or higher, you get a save. If you get a natural 20, you come away with 1 point.
stat modifier is the important thing there.
I don't believe there's a stat modifier.
Yeah,
Right.
Roll your die.
I'm making a d20 roll with no modifier on my part.
Yep.
That was what I was
roll the
looking for.
d20, and I'll let you know when I've checked it.
Right, 16.
16, so you mark yourself down as 1 save. If you get 3 saves, you stabilize. If you get 3
Right.
fails, you die.
Do we have anybody else?
That's right. Unlike other
Because Bell's not here. Do we have anyone else with any healing spells or medical skills?
You probably do, currently fighting the yellow sludge.
So not much use to me right at the moment, unless he can get out of there in the next round.
Probably not.
Okay, so, Anon Va. You've just been struck ineffectively by a tomahawk. As you see a body crumple before you, as you see, a shadow in front of you strike down Llewell.
Yeah, and I can't see these shadows, can I?
Well, you saw the shadow for a moment as it struck the person down in front of you before it dissipated.
I really don't think I have anything that can hold that.
Oh, shadow people generally don't fight shadows. You need a light person, like the person who just went down.
Yeah, no, I realise that. Ah, God. And I can't see them, so I can't cast anything on them.
You can see Llewell, you can see Braid here. You can see orange goop going up into the air in the other room.
I might wander over there and see what's going on.
Okay, look, sticking your head through the gap that you can't fit through. You can see Tidal rolling around, punching liquid that seems to be trying to strangle him.
Can I try and stab the sword into the orange goop without hitting him? Or
Okay,
attempt to?
give me an attack roll.
I can see this going bad. Ah, no, that's not bad. So 16 plus 7.
16, okay, so that's a hit.
Sweet. $13.
13. Oh. So amusingly, you just kill stall.
That's funny.
No, you
I
killed Stall. Justice Kennedy is calling out, Tidal, where are you? Get in here. Watch out for the turtle.
As you stab in,
Just took down
you make
Tidal.
the liquid disappear, and you look up and you see there's this blade coming down, pointing at you from the entryway.
Can I at
Watch
least
out
see
for the
who
turtle. It
blades
just took out.
Yep, the turtle.
Yeah, you'll see the turtle head sticking through.
Oh, okay.
The rest of him can't fit through.
Alright. I'm just gonna be staring up going, thank you?
You kind of need it in here.
Right, yeah, lunch was busy here with me. I'll be there in a second.
You're still covered in the orange goo.
Yeah.
But as I say, Benedict's just saying, watch out for the turtle. It just took out Lou.
Yes. You hear Brady blaming your turtle friend.
I'll just yell back, Turtle just saved me from lunch! Which of course makes no sense whatsoever.
You know, he's been around Drazzle too much. Once you learn Drazzle speak, you never go back.
Yeah. It curses you in ways you never wanted to be.
Okay, so what would Tidal like to do? You're now free
I'd
of the
like
jelly.
to stand up.
Yep. Unfortunately, the lunch window is now full of turtle.
That's fine. I would like to
Rush to the other door. Look around the room. Hear the sounds of your friend next door dying.
wipe down the goop, I assume, or at least shake most of it off me if I can,
Yep.
and then I guess run to the entryway on the other room again. How is it? That's what?
So you wanna-
5, 10,
you wanna-
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
So there are tables and chairs here for 24. Very cramped 24. But considering you can only stand 12 people in this room and fight, they've got seating for 24.
Yeah, that would be pretty cramped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Step of the Wind as one key point.
Yep.
To use Dash as my bonus action.
You get to the door, and then it's won't open.
Which one?
The door to the hallway in number 10.
Oh, well then I don't need to use my dash action. I thought I could go around. Okay. Crap.
And you hear some soft laughter on the other side of the door.
Great.
And a wisp of a bit of a curtain come under the door.
And that's just evil.
Saw that coming though.
Well, I'm not going to be strong enough to break down a freaking door. So, what else is in this room?
The all tables and seating for 24 squished in.
What kind of chairs are there in here?
Crappy chairs. As in, barely enough that you can sit on there without being shoulder to shoulder with someone else.
Would a chair fit through the hole?
No, because there's a turtle there.
If there wasn't a turtle, they would have fit through the hole.
Yes, it would.
Excellent. I'm going to pick up a chair, go to the end of the room, and yell at the turtle, move, I'm coming through the hole, and charge with my chair. And I'm hoping I won't actually get there this turn. Because I've already moved to the door, then picked up a chair, then back up to the end of the room and charged.
What's your movement?
My standard movement is... I think it's 40 feet.
Okay. You have no problems getting there and back with the chair. So, I'll give you an attack roll to see how well you are putting the chair, pushing the turtle out.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
The end of my movement was attacking the goop to save you.
Technically, you can move before and after you attack. In 5th edition. You have your entire round of movement. Well, that's okay. You were trying to be there to be helpful. And then you get a chair in the face.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that could
Although, on
obviously...
the same hand, I was just told that apparently I should be beware of the turtle. which
Exactly,
would
that's
just
right.
Save me.
That's why you're using the chair to get through.
It's an improvised weapon. It's less damage than my fists, I hope.
Unless he crits.
Unless I
No,
crit.
That was the thing. It was be where the
I don't
turtle
want to
is.
crit with a chair. That's a... What do I add for an
Well, the
improvised
warning, it
weapon?
was an instruction.
You add your strength and not your proficiency, because you're not proficient in improvised weapons.
Yep, so that's a standard then, 16.
16, with the 16. Tink! And then you go face into the wall. Boonk. And you notice that right down by your leg is this shadowy blade that you almost ran into.
Oof, okay, yeah. Well, that didn't work.
As you notice it slowly part the chair as your chair comes down on it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, there's a magic sword.
I guess my last action would be to say, can you move, please? Move, please.
When I have my turn, I'll move.
Okay.
Oh dear.
The door at the other end opens.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
And you see a curtain billow in.
Come to me.
Well, it's the end of my term right now, so I can't say much to it.
So, what you see, what the others don't see, is you see that creature there. Beckoing him. But he sees a curtain going, come to me,
I'm going.
Roll to resist curtain.
give me a will save. Wisdom saving throw.
That's not too bad. That's a 20, non-natural.
Okay, you seem to be resisting the effects of this curtain trying to scare you.
Okay, I will just ask the turtle to move, move, move! There's a curtain coming! And just accentuate my wanting to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so Prey Deer, you're up. There's a turtle half stuck in the window.
Okay. I'm watching the turtle, but if it's not actually trying to attack me right now and it's got its back to me, I'm actually ripping a patch off my robe.
Yep.
And collecting the 4 healing potions.
So you hear this tinker tink 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 as you get the war potions out.
So, and I don't think I can actually administer them this time because I'm assuming it'll be. It's not a move action to use potions, is it?
I think it's a standard action to use them.
Yeah. And
but you can get them out and use them in the same
it's only dash, disengage, or hide. Yeah.
Except for the fact that the patch, using the patch, I believe, is an action.
Well, okay, yeah. I can actually rip the patch off, but so I can't actually administer anything. So I haven't got another action.
Yeah. It's okay. He's got at least 2 rolls.
Well, unless you roll a 1.
On a run, one just counts as 2 failures.
Yeah, don't you only get 3?
Yeah, he's got to get 3
rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had 1 pass, haven't you?
He's had 1 pass, so he's got at least 2 rolls before he carks it, unless something attacks him.
And yeah, I confirmed that it is a flat roll, no ability score modifier, but you're looking for 10 plus, so it's slightly better than 50-50.
So speaking of that, Llewellyn, second roll.
Right. 11. A little close.
So look, 1 more of those, and you don't have to actually roll again. So 2 saves now.
That's not reassuring.
Okay, so Ananvar.
Ass face as I'm stepping back from the window.
You seem to be stuck.
No,
Give me a strength check.
bollocks seem to be stuck. I didn't jam myself in there.
No, but you probably the window actually opened slightly as you pressed in, and then it closed back to its normal size.
12.
You have no problems pulling out. You do feel the strain of and the screech of your shell as you pull out.
Yeah.
That's going to leave a mark.
So what you're saying is that the turtle's moving towards me.
Yep. Nothing fearful of that at all.
No.
The shadowy turtle is moving towards you.
I'm stepping backwards and turning at the same time to put my back towards the wall at the back of the room.
And so
the window?
And it's presenting its weapon towards you.
In the meantime, saying there's a shadow beast. Well, not a shadow beast. There's a shadowy monster thing through that other room. It was.
You mean aside from the one in here with me?
You're the one that attacked me, not me attacked you.
Okay, no, so as you make that discussion,
you attack Lou.
The area is free. The curtains are still vacuuming.
Yeah, screw the curtain. I'm going through the hole.
Okay, you jump through the hole.
What's going on?
Llewellyn's on the ground.
Okay.
Prey Deer has glass bottles next to him.
I assume.
I'm bleeding a lot.
Health?
Well, you've never seen him carrying glass bottles.
I haven't, but I'm not going to assume Prey is going to stab him with potion bottles.
I stab you to health. Don't you know you're supposed to open that first? Oh.
Is that where he died?
So what else is in this room? Nothing else?
There is the shadowy turtle. With the blade of shadow. Standing in shadow.
But we know he's there.
Yes.
Yes, but okay. Penadier just said that he's the one that took down Clue.
Okay,
Bad turtle. Bad turtle.
It wasn't me.
I will kind of let... I'll basically tell Prey the turtle literally just helped me fight lunch. And then I'll turn to the turtle and say, what the hell's going on?
I've said it the whole time. Shadow beings. They're attacking. They can use darkness.
So they can imitate?
He's surrounded in darkness, so he's providing a easy source for them to hide and attack from.
Right.
You're basically carrying around a portable way for them to attack you.
Oh, that's fine. I just don't know if my character knows this.
No,
He
I
knows
think
this.
it's pretty obvious.
I do. But
Tell
if
him
I
to
put
drop
the
his
weapon
sword,
away,
and
I
they won't
lose
be able
my
to attack
anything
us
to
that
attack
way.
with. Good way to introduce into the game, right?
What am I gonna do?
Light up the room?
With what?
I have no idea. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh.
Just stay at least 5 feet away from me. More.
Well,
Okay.
considering when I tried to light up a room, nothing really happened.
I know.
I'm not sure that's actually going to be useful.
I never said it was going to be useful.
Actually, I know.
In
what
that case,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't a
do.
suggestion.
I'm gonna put my back. I'm gonna pull out my short sword, put my back against the wall between 9 and 10, and kind of look over my shoulder with my head towards the back of the room, and just looking for that curtain that's coming for me. Just waiting for it.
Okay, as you look, you notice the curtain reaches the meal slot, and it sort of flitters along the edge of the meal slot.
Oh, it's coming for me, is it?
Give me another will save.
Oh crap. Natural
No,
20.
I can see this thing.
Okay, as you get a natural 20, instead of seeing a curtain, you see that.
Oh god, that's worse than lunge. Can I stab it?
Reaction.
Yes, you can.
Right. That's not very good. That's a 13.
You hit the meal slot. Dink.
Damn it. Okay.
And you hear the soft whisper of fabric as it laughs and moves
Now,
away.
for the extra unarmed attack, do you have to hit with the first one, or can you still try?
You can still try it, but it was technically on its turn.
Oh,
I gave you a reaction.
Yep.
Okay,
Reaction.
stab!
Okay, cool.
And then you hear the whisper laughter of the fabric moving away.
Damn curtain, shadow monster lunch.
I'm very confused. Well, I have a fear attack, so basically I have them use what his character's actual fears against them.
Yeah.
So, it is now Praetor's go. You can administer the potion.
I will administer the potion, or one of the potions, I should say.
So, luckily for you, you're not a barbarian, so you don't just smash the potion on the person. Heal!
Eat this.
You're supposed to consume the whole thing.
I just had a sudden thought.
Yeah.
Consuming the whole thing involves the crunchy bits.
I know. I've seen barbarians do that in the past.
I guess.
Right.
I guess rather than having pulled the patch off and waited for the potion to be in the other hand, I probably could have just cast Cure Wounds on him last turn, couldn't I?
You could have.
Yeah, Mr. Partial Cleric.
But there was this thing of panic because you were fearful of the dark. You do hate the dark.
I've had the robe on me a lot longer than I've been a cleric.
I know, it's the first time you pulled the patch
Also-
off too.
There's also the thing of you haven't actually been a cleric all that long.
That's what I mean. I've had the robe a lot longer.
Yeah, you've also not done active cleric things very much.
And you have this living reminder of your fear standing next to you.
So you get a standard healing potion, like a
2d4.
minimum rank healing potion.
2d4
I have no
plus
idea
4.
what they are.
That's
So
2d4 plus 4.
there you go.
Right,
Plus what?
4.
4.
Oh, 4. I thought you said 12. I thought, what the?
The more powerful ones can do things.
Yeah, well, okay, but I wouldn't expect
Right.
that the ones coming out of a robe of useful items to be that useful.
Right.
Well,
So,
if you start putting
because
your
of-
own patches in, yes, they can be that useful.
Well, cool.
You just got to find
Oh.
out from halflings how to do
I
it.
was going to say, I'm not a halfling, though.
So I am conscious.
Yep.
How
How many hit points did you gain?
10.
So you're on 10 then.
No. Well,
You
sorry.
go, you go from 0 positive.
Right,
Whatever the number on the dice is, that's your number of hit points.
right. Yes, I'd forgotten that. It stops at 0. They're
Yeah.
using the same thing they did with the original Star Wars, D20 Star Wars.
I do like how they do that because it makes it a lot less punishing.
I actually far prefer what they did with the original D20 Star Wars, which is even more not very punishing.
What with the
Which
vitality and the strength?
No, it stops at 0 unless you declare that you kill them.
That is also good.
Yeah, well, it's on enemies.
You
kind of
are-
stuff,
You are heroic after all.
You are only unconscious. Oh no,
Yeah.
this includes the bad guys.
Yeah.
The bad guy has to be the sort that is going to declare, "I killed them."
That's what I mean.
If
It
not,
makes the game
you're just-
heroic.
Yes, exactly. And if you don't declare that, then they're just unconscious, which does allow you to freely machine gun stormtroopers at a rate of knots.
That's just funny. Especially on the D6 system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, to an extent, it was not punishing enough because it was. I don't need to worry about dark side points because no one's ever going to die because I'll never make the declaration.
Well, you're on your back, on the ground, prayed here above you with a empty bottle. He's poured something down your throat that tastes absolutely disgusting.
Potions of healing normally quite nice.
It depends on where you get them from.
Yeah, I guess this one came from a dirty halfling rogue, so
It did.
yeah.
For them, they don't want medicine to taste nice. Otherwise, everyone will drink it. Yeah. Take your medicine only when you need it. If it tasted nice, there would be no healing potions in that land whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just one little sip.
Yes, sir. Just a little
Yeah.
So yes, what would Llewell like to do? You have the bad taste in your mouth. There was this shadowy turtle nearby.
I'm lying on my back and I have 10 hit points. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to heal myself and get up.
I'm happy with that.
So, because there isn't really anything else for me to do right now. So I use my healing spell, which gives me X number of Ds back. Where is my thing? There we go. 3d8 plus 5, which is going to be rather nice. Uh, 17, 22. I'm feeling rather better.
How much do you heal? 22?
22.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
By the way, if there's anything bad too close, I'm not getting up. And I'm too busy doing what I'm doing to make a perception check.
Oh, I'm such a...
Given what I just rolled.
Okay. And then it is Aranva. You're up.
Can I still see the shadowy thing
It moved away from the window.
too far? Ah,
Why would a shadow ever be in reach?
yeah, I know.
Especially when they don't actually have to stay corporal.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to stay standing where I am. And, like, lower the sword a little bit so I'm not looking so threatening. And again, tell them it's not me attacking you, it's the shadows. You need light against shadow.
Okay. So, title.
Yep,
You agree? 100%.
I do, but I don't know how I'm going to achieve it. I don't have any light spells or anything.
Do you have a torch?
I think I used my last one.
You obviously came well prepared.
I did.
If you ask, I can use the stone thing again. In fact, given it's dark in here, I probably will. But that's my next round.
Oh, hang on. No, I do have some torches there. Okay, I guess I can light a torch.
Okay, you spend your action lighting a torch.
Yep.
But the torch actually flares up, unlike the light spell.
Ah. So it's only magic that's suppressed.
Yep.
And you see the shadows peel away from everything except for the turtle.
Okay.
No matter how close you get to him with the torch, he's still shrouded in darkness and dim light.
Again, as I said, stay at least 5 feet away. Probably a bit further.
Alright. And I'm guessing the not curtain demon has disappeared.
Well, you can still see the curtain demon down the hallway of the lunchroom.
Oh, okay. I can still see it. All right.
It's waving. So then it does this to you.
I'm gonna inform people I can see the curtain shadow demon staring at me from the lunchroom. And that I'm gonna stay here for now. I suggest we go and take it out together, because I already tried to beat lunch once today and I'm not up for it twice. Because lunch almost beat me.
The creature's in here with us. That's what took down Claw.
Well, it shouldn't be now that we have a torch. Hopefully, maybe.
No, he's talking about me.
I wasn't entirely talking about you.
In a roundabout, unavoidant way.
No, okay. You need to accept that, hey, you haven't actually attacked anyone again. Of course, that's because we're watching you, but...
Does this building have any sconces?
It does, but they're all empty.
Okay. Right.
As you're staring, you see the shadow creature, as it's doing this to you, just go through the wall.
Yeah, that's all creepy. Okay. I will let people know apparently it can go through walls. I didn't know that yet.
Well, I'd already called out the fact that it was in the walls, not just the mirrors.
Okay, I thought this is a shadow creature.
You did, but I was currently fighting lunch at the time.
Yes, being a shadow creature, might it be affected by turning, or is that only undead shadow creatures?
That would be undead shadows.
Right. So...
You think it's more of a demon or fae?
Right. So what's going to work best against one of them?
Cold iron.
Iron powder or something.
Panadol.
A whole bunch of torches.
I mean,
Torches-
I can
torches
dual
burning up.
torches, but I'm not trained in it.
Torches burning iron salts.
I was desperate to get through the hole.
I help you and you hit me with a chair.
I'm sorry. I panicked. I'm sorry.
I've been with you guys for like no time and I've been tried to hit me with a tomahawk.
You got successfully hit, just badly. Wink.
Yeah.
I would have to make it up to you later. I saw a curtain, I panicked.
Right.
Yes, I have developed a severe fear of curtains in your absence. It's not something I'm proud of.
So whose turn are we up to?
At this stage, I'm going to say you're out of combat.
Oh, okay, so we're not seeing any shadows on the wall at the moment?
No, the shadows have retreated with the coming of the light.
Yeah.
Except for one shadow, but he's, standing there pretending not to be threatening.
Can I get someone to hold this torch and I'll light another one?
Do you hand it to the turtle?
No. I'm assuming that's a
Light
bad... Yeah. I'm assuming some kind of implosion happened.
Fine, I'll deactivate my sword.
Okay, as soon as he deactivates his sword, he comes into the light normally.
Okay.
Does anybody else have a longsword I can borrow?
I only have a short sword, I'm afraid. I have a spear, if that helps.
Nope. Not really.
I have a mace. Would that work?
No.
Well, now that we have two torches, I would like to kind of shine some light in that chimney. And see if someone else can have a look up the chimney or in the chimney.
There are paw prints in the chimney itself, looking as if something was looking down through the hole at the back.
Paw prints?
Yeah,
Okay.
as in like two claws were, hands were in the shape of claws were resting in the silt.
So it came from the chimney?
Looked like it was looking down the chimney,
Oh.
which was where you guys were.
Right, yep.
So this is probably the eyes looking down at you.
Yep.
So yeah, so when we were on the bottom floor looking up, he was on the second floor looking down
Yeah,
through the fireplace.
yeah.
It looks like that.
Is there any eyes still in here?
No.
Okay.
Did you look up?
Well, just yours.
Well, it's kind of hard to look up with a torch above my head, but I guess I kind of could.
As you turn your head.
Yeah. Roll for awkward stare up chimney with torch.
Sure.
Nope, burn my head.
Natural one.
No, it's a 2.
Okay, so you singe yourself as you look up.
Yep.
And everywhere you look for the next minute or so has a torch.
Yeah, that's accurate. Okay.
It's like, yep, there was a bright light.
I'm not doing that again. Someone else can look up there.
Penedee's going to collect his tomahawk.
Yep. It appears to be undamaged.
Yep. And so, Owen Var, you're suggesting that it was not you that stabbed Cluel?
Cluel has what looks to be claw and bite marks.
Okay.
Yeah, not big marks. It wasn't him.
From what I saw, it looks like this big, cloaked, shadowy beast with claws and weird face.
Well, I saw the shadow of Anunvar on the wall come through move along the wall to the open doorway, and then Anunvar was there, and Cluel got stabbed in the back at that moment in time.
Right. Okay.
But looking at the wounds, does not appear to be a blade.
So I think that means we can safely count out our total friend.
Unless he can make weapons of
Okay.
other shapes.
Yes, if they can.
Yes.
We are talking about the stuff of shadows here. It shouldn't be hard to modify it too much.
Well, it does say if he needs to poke things at range, he just makes a long spear.
Though,
My thought though,
Yep.
and this is a plan I will put to the others. How do we go back outside, get some crowbars, climb up on the roof, and dismantle this stone by stone from above in daylight?
Don't these people want you to keep the building
I
intact?
was going to say,
They can put it back together afterwards.
They're far too superstitious to touch any stone from this building, yet alone put it back.
Not our problem.
Wouldn't you just be better off poking holes into the building?
Well, it appears that the natural flame works quite effectively
Yeah.
at banishing the shadows.
Sorry,
Right,
last I
so-
checked, I trained as a martial artist, not a stonemason.
Yes. So we go and get some stonemasons.
so if you hit the block in the right way, you'll break it in half. Just got to use it with your forehead at the right.
Yeah, you've got to hit the right pixel.
So, like I said, use your head.
Probably mostly need to go get more torches.
Probably, yeah. I mean, at least if we can have more torches, we can put up sconces, or fill the
Well-
sconces everywhere.
Yeah. Well, there is the thing of let's go and get actual lanterns because torches only last an hour.
There's that too.
Okay,
You'd
well,
be-
we can do
And
that.
look, we'll corner the beast. Splatter, splatter. Oh, crap.
Yes.
And then there'll be me going,
We might be able to get some vials of oil for our lanterns
Well,
as
well.
well.
Well, Penedere pulls a lantern out of his pack along with a couple of flasks of oil.
Yep.
Yep. There we go.
He's always prepared sort of person. Though it is a wicker lantern.
So,
What?
It's not made out of metal.
It's got to have some glass in it.
It does. It
Yeah.
can have glass in it, but it has no metal.
Yeah. It's just wicker. It'd be hi. I light my lantern. It burns down.
oh no, you put a pool of oil in the bottom of it type stuff and have a wick in the oil.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's a small ceramic thing with the oil and wick in it, and then a glass top on it, and then a wicker basket to hold the glass.
That's basically it. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So I would
It's just-
have
it's
wood,
just
rather,
when- it's
wood
just when you
probably
say-
rather than wicker, but yeah, either way.
It's just when you say
yes.
wicker
pull
lantern,
my way from back down.
the implication there isn't anything between the wicker and the glass and the flame.
It does have ceramic. It would also have glass.
Yes.
And as you go out to prepare, I think this might be a good point to hold up for tonight because we will have another player coming next session. who may be able to show up with more things to throw off the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another person that could step out of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, if we're leaving
me
this
shoot.
place, I'm gonna go outside, go run to Drazzle and complain bitterly about being attacked by curtains and lunch and just ask for a hug.
He gives you a hug.
I'm hoping this is a healing one because I need it.
He hugs and then strokes your hair and heals you.
And nothing
Excellent.
happens.
I'm going to ask him for a hug too, because
Hey, get in line.
Yes, I'm still in some pain.
Should I just ask for a hug and complain? These guys are mean. They attacked me twice.
You certainly could.
Drazzle's probably the unannounced counselor of the group.
So once he's finished making Tidal feel better, then he moves on to Luell. And he makes you feel better, and then he moves on to the Turtle. And this is, a reverse of what you remember, because you used to make him feel better. Now he makes you feel better.
Well, as long as he doesn't hug you while you've got your sword out,
I put that
Yes.
away.
he would not like that,
What do you do with the carriage?
because he'd react to you the same way I do.
Currently, you can see his horse is curled up against it. But seeing a horse curled up is always quite strange.
Yeah, well, we're expecting that, but oh yeah, we should probably explain that to you at some point.
There are big claw marks all around the field around here. You see there's
Yes.
nothing clawed in the area.
That's his horse. It has an illusion on it.
It's a dragon lizard?
It's a dragon creature that's actually intelligent.
A drake.
Drake, that's the one.
It's a drake
Cool.
thing.
Hence the whole neck kind of thing freaks you out every 2 seconds.
It has basically the equivalent of a hat of disguise, but a hat of disguise doesn't change your movement.
And don't
Yeah.
leave it alone with stable hands.
No,
Eight stolen hands. Stable
We
hands.
lost one.
You run out of stable hands.
Either the stable hand ran away or was eaten, they don't know.
We suspect the first.
Or it went into the portal, it went into the back of the car.
There's that too. They didn't have the cart there. That was before they found out things go into the back of the cart and don't come back. They just knew it would be stored, but they didn't know what it meant.
Was there any burning smells? Like singed
Not
flesh?
that we know of.
Well, they didn't start looking for portal for symbols under the cart until after the last lot had disappeared.
Yeah, I think we lost about 10 or 12 people to the portal before we realised to start looking underneath the carriage.
Yes.
For symbols.
Yeah. You just kind
Okay.
of drove off and left
So
the symbol
I'm
in
going
the
to put it
dust.
up to end credits, so if you guys want to chat afterwards, you can.
Yeah.
So just letting you know I'm going to do that now.
Yes. By the way, do you like the background I'm using? That's the cafe and pub from Allo Allo. The BBC put up a bunch of backgrounds for people to use. So I've got that. I've got about 4 Doctor Who backgrounds. Several